we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night D&D here on Welcome to the Party, where we play D&D on Friday nights, now with blue hair. Ooh, ah, oh. So last month we raised $5,600 for Riasis, Texas, and the important work they're doing on immigration, and I made a little promise that I never made publicly, but I was held to anyways, so I did it, which was that if we made goal, I would color my hair blue. So I have colored my hair blue, and here we are with blue hair. I'm not sure, Twitch is showing no one is watching right now, but I see people chatting. So hello if you're out there. Hello if you're not. We love you either way. Or hello YouTube if you see us on YouTube, because apparently we're getting a bunch of views on there, and that's super cool too. So hi everyone, and welcome to Friday Night D&D. Man, this pirate music I thought was going to be good, but it is just roundly horrible. It is just not great.
We need more cowbell, less accordion.
Yeah. Like, I'm not opposed to a little accordion, but like, hang on, let me find some other music.
I feel like we're doing polka.
Hello, accordion.
Let's do some introductions while I look for some different music. Let's start with Leona.
Hey everyone, my name is Leona. You can find me on Twitter at the Leona Maple, and I am playing Celeste, our Aragonasi bard, who would definitely be playing an accordion.
Oh my god, just stop making noises. Just stop. Nobody needs you. Okay. We'll do, what about let's do DSC Smurf, who just puts a little something in his mouth. So
it was lettuce.
Every time.
Hi everybody, I'm Smurf. I'm on the internet and I'm playing Kelsatra Brisket, aka Commander Brisket. Tonight.
Brisket.
He's a roguey boy. We're gonna get down to business.
We're gonna get down to some business. Excellent. I think next, I'm not looking at the overlay, but I'm pretty sure it's Capjack.
Hey everybody, I'm Capjack, or Capjack on the Twitters, and tonight I will be playing the one and only Evan Cross, human wizard, and pirates.
And then last, but certainly not least, the Chris Herzog.
Yes, the Chris Herzog on all the internets. Judo Killer here on Twitch, and today I am playing Babrixian Theoskar, son of a noble merchant prince.
Nice. Okay, so I have found different music from...
And he's going to tell everyone.
Blood and Shackles, or from Ghost of Saltmarsh. So we'll see how that works out. And hello, I am Sean, your Dungeon Master for the evening. You can also call me Throck, at ThrockPlays on the tweeters. I am all the other people. Sadly, we will not have Than or Kate with us tonight. Kate is out in the world doing world things, and Than's a little bit under the weather, and so we wish him well, and I hope he joins us as soon as he can. His tum-tums got the rum-rums. What else do I need to say before we start? Okay, first, for those of you who won dice last week, I was sick, like, most of the week, so I wasn't able to send out for them yet, but I'm going to be doing that ASAP after game tonight, because that's when I remember to do things for a game, is right afterwards. So that is when I'll be sending them. My apologies for the holdup. Second, of course, thank you to our amazing sponsors, Roll20.net, a fine virtual tabletop, and where we do most of our gaming as well. Today we're doing live dice on this game, but we do have a tactical map available to us, and all of the campaign is put together by, what am I doing for the Roll20? Do the Roll20?
No, just do the thing.
Do the Roll20
thing. You're good.
Okay, all right. Yeah, and check it out. It's great. Click on the link below if you don't have an account, because it helps us out, and it helps them out. So you should do that. Also, of course, Tabletop Loot, where you can get 15% off your next purchase by using WTTP dice. And So Nerdware, our merch sponsor. It's what the nerds wear. You can get 10% off by using the code WELCOME if you go there and buy all sorts of amazing loot. We're actually working on a new Friday Night D&D t-shirt, which I think you will be really excited about once we have it. But for the moment, we don't have a new Friday Night t-shirt yet, but we will soon. And then last but not least, of course, our amazing art sponsor, Devin Rue, has helped us out since the beginning, and we love her very much. And with that, this is the first time I've got to ask this question in about a month and a half. Who wants to tell me what happened last week?
I was gonna say judo since he was.
Well, we got press ganged with the Atabian Trading Company, and they're a bunch of assholes. What more do you need
That
to
is
know?
correct. I feel like more
That's the
than
long
that
and the short of
happened.
it, and we're pissed about it, and we want to just take over the ship. Is basically what's going on.
That is the
A bit more in depth into it.
that is the 20,000-foot version, indeed. Yes.
A bit more in depth. We were drug upon. We woke up, or were woken up by this asshole named Master Scourge,
Yar.
who drug us up in front of this hippo-type captain person.
Yar.
Kind of a jerk. And was like, "Oh yeah, if you do your job, we'll pay you at the end. No problem. We just kind of kidnapped you to do it." Yeah, that's gonna go over well. Some people might have gone overboard at one point, and been asked to left overboard, but fortunately that didn't happen.
Correct.
Never know about that, probably. Who knows? Let's see. We found out the quartermaster is drunk as hell all the time, just like the cook, and I'm actually starting to wonder how many of the crew are sober.
Right?
I'm
gonna guess not a ton.
I was just gonna say, I mean, on a ship like this, nah.
We also found out.
All right, let's see. The rats are very friendly.
Yes, of course.
And if we feed them a body, they'll help us. So we need to feed them someone we don't like very much.
Yes. This is correct. Okay, so our party has been waylaid by the Atabian Trading Company ship, the Wormwood, where they have been pressed into service on its way to Fort Freedom. Now, 12 days away, they have been able to get some of their gear back, all of which was stolen or made secure until these new sailors could prove themselves as members of the crew. And on the way, they've found some new friends and made some enemies. They have been joined in their press ganging by a what appears to be a cleric, although it's hard to know for sure because no one's really had a chance to show off their stuff yet. Who named Sandara. They've made friends with one of the top people, whose name is, I forgot because it's actually right here, please hold, Rosie, and have actually restolen her fiddle for her as well, along with having restolen a number of other things, and Sandara having stolen some things for them as well, Kel having stolen some things of theirs back, and they're trying to figure out the best moment to strike and find their freedom. They also found out, while working on deck, Evan found out that there was a group that was going to be hired or asked by Master Plug to rough up our friend sailors a little bit this next morning. So, we meet our party now, just as they're about to go to sleep, knowing that the next morning there's likely to be a confrontation unless they do something about it. So at this point, I'm going to throw it over to you all to tell me what happens next.
So, there's trouble in the morning. And we had talked about
we're going to get roughed up, and that's a bit of a problem.
Indeed.
And to handle it.
How do we feel about the plan to essentially turn in fabrics? We discussed it briefly.
Turn him in for what exactly?
The fact that he should be cargo and not crew.
Fabrics that would make less work for you.
Well, I mean, anything to keep my fingers clean.
It won't be a hard sell.
Yeah, no, it really won't it? In that case, we should probably go talk to... Who do you think's the likeliest? Scourge?
Seem to get along well with him. I would say so.
He did not seem to hate you as much as he hated everyone else. That is correct.
The only other idea I have is for all of us to keep watch in turns overnight and be prepared for whenever they show up and fight back. But that won't look very good.
That will look poorly on us. You
Not
saw
only
what
will-
they did Keelholland. It's unpleasant.
not only will it look bad
Best.
on us, but it'll be difficult. Because once you start something like that, you have to finish it. Which means we have to take the ship. The moment we throw hands is the moment that we take the ship.
Well,
near
while
enough
I'd like
hands
to
for
do that, I think we need to wait a little bit till we do that.
I agree.
Were you all saying something about just getting up early, though? I'm trying to not be, to try and be on, this is Sandora, trying to, just kind of be on deck before they get us? I mean, I'm all for a fisticuffs if that's what you want to do too, but...
Wait, maybe I'm confused. Are we supposed to get roughed up down here or when we are on the deck? Did they state that?
So from Evan, what they... somebody was going to try and get in your way is to make you late. That is all you know, right? To rough you up and make you late. Which would give the Scourge or Mr. Plug an excuse to be extra specifically horrible to you.
Then why don't we just get up early then?
Good.
Do we want to
Scourge plan?
Maybe we could wait on that plan and see how things unfold beforehand. We do have some equipment.
So rise early, go to work.
As much as I hate the idea.
Early, start working. You know, if we're getting a little bit of the stink eye from Scourge, maybe that's when I can go and have a chat with them.
About fabrics?
To gain some favor after the fact. I suppose that's wise. I can't think of a better plan.
We are still all going to be like almost friends, correct?
Of
Yes.
course.
Yes.
Of course.
Almost friends. Without a doubt.
So you're going to be pretending.
Oh, yes, I'm not actually, like, planning to sell you for a ransom. Not at all.
Good.
It's a lot of, I mean, come on, seriously. How much gold would that actually be worth? Come on.
Well, my papa does own a number of ships.
No.
Say what? You cut out?
Your father what now?
Oh, I said my papa does own a number of ships. He's quite wealthy.
Yes. This was the basis of my plan.
How wealthy, out of curiosity? I really need this to sell to Scourge as a note.
Well, he does own a shipping and freight company.
Are we talking 5 digits?
Well, I have 10.
10 digits.
No, I have 10. And my father, I would assume, has the same.
No. Wealth.
Well,
A sailor has 1 gold, or 10. 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 5 digits.
well, let's just say he has offshore bank accounts.
What does he have against banks on the land?
Taxes and things, you understand. It's noble things.
Nope. But that's fine.
Oh my god, I can't. I love this.
So your father's a crook.
No, he's a businessman.
He is not paying taxes to the place he hails from?
No, he does. Just sometimes things. And it's a lot of. I mean, you've been on some ships before, correct?
Once or twice.
Yeah. So cargo sometimes is misplaced or reallocated, and things need to be kept quiet.
Oh, no, I entirely understand this. All right, good. Your father's a pirate. All right.
No, not at all. He's a businessman.
Like I said,
No.
your father's a pirate.
No. He's a crook.
No, not my papa.
He is using deceitful tactics.
Well, no, it's.
No, let's not go casting aspersions now. Nothing wrong with a bit of deceit here and there. That's what we're in fact planning. I mean,
Indeed, it has its merits, but one should always pay the proper tax.
Is this...
Have you been to
feel a
Vodacce?
little-
Are we truly discussing
Kel, when you
taxes
say
here?
that, you feel a little twinge, a little push on the back of your head. A little, maybe it's, that's all.
We're truly discussing taxes right now. Really, we need to be making a plan.
Yes.
The point
Taxes
is,
are-
my father is very wealthy.
I can work with this.
Father's
Yes.
very wealthy, likely a nobleman or a high-class businessman. Just sell it.
I can do
Even if-
that. This is the easy part.
You can also probably lie about their value. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just, you make do. You'll be great.
I don't need to lie, I don't think. The truth will be far easier to sell.
Vabrix, what is your father's name?
Hold on, I have to find it in my notes.
I am terribly sorry, friend.
I forgot off the top of my head. I've got it in my notes. Description. Where are you? Is it notes? Tazbarum. Tazbarum Theoskar. The fourth.
Oh,
You got that, Evan?
Got it right here.
I'll write it down for you, my friend.
Esberum Theoskar the fourth.
Excellent.
All right, so what are we doing, team?
I think the plan needs to be wake up early.
Easy enough?
Yes, I think this is a good idea.
All right, so the rest of the night will pass uneventfully. Who is on the wake up early duty? Okay. Both of you just give me a quick constitution check.
Constitution! I rolled a
Saving
19.
throw or check?
Check.
At first level, they should be the same, right?
Yeah, probably. No.
Unless you
Unless you have
yes.
it,
Yeah.
Yes, for the wizard.
21.
Okay.
That's a hot, nice 17.
All right. You're both able to wake up early enough to wake everybody else up, and not suffer any ill effects from staying, like not getting your full night's sleep. So the day will dawn uneventfully as you all find yourselves in your required positions. And for Vabrix, Evan, and Kel, that means on the deck doing deck shit. And for Celeste, that means with the cook doing cook shit. For your daily work, I'm interested in what you're trying to accomplish during this very busy day on the sea. And Celeste, we'll start with you. You are hanging out with fish guts, as you do. Roll me a 1d100.
Nope, that cannot be 3 zeros. That doesn't make sense.
That would be a 100.
That'll be a
Oh,
100.
that'd be a 100.
Yeah,
Okay,
indeed.
okay, a 100.
Okay. Interesting. He's perfectly sober today and goes, well, the captain, you say, is, got a special sort of dinner request for us tonight, my friend.
What is it?
He wants turtle.
Do we have turtle?
No, we're going to have to go hunt turtle.
Lovely.
We'll take one of the side boats, and then we'll cast off a bit, and we'll see if we can't find ourselves some turtle.
Very well.
So where are you from again?
Pardon?
Where are you from again?
Kemet.
Oh, yes. Ifri, yes. Good.
Yes.
I have some interesting stories about Ifri. Not so much Kemet, but Mabay, mostly, and scary things from there. Don't know how true they are or not. I don't know that you've ever been there or not, but...
Well, I've certainly heard many things about Mabay. I have not. I passed through there very briefly. It is indeed a dark and cursed place.
Yes, that's what I heard. Is it?
I hope someday that the curse will lift. I do believe in the curse.
It is a real curse, then.
Yes. Or so I believe, anyways.
That's terrifying. Don't... Yeah, sailors and curses, and I'm gonna go get some drink. I'll be right back.
Yes, a drink would be good. Lots of drink. Lots of drink.
Would you like some, I've got some cordial. You want some cordial?
Yes, please. Excellent.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And remember, there's all kinds of shit in here, too. You weren't able to steal it all in one go. So if there's stuff you would like to attempt to grab, you should absolutely feel free. We are down at this point a goat and a chicken, so there's only 2 chickens and 1 goat left.
Oh my god, are you keeping track of this?
Absolutely. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know what it is you want to achieve in life. Perhaps you have a plan for those goats and chickens. I don't know. I'm running this like a Shadowrun game. I know everything that's on the boat, where it is, and what happens, but I'm not telling you what's gonna happen. You gotta tell me that. And so you have all the tools. Sometimes, maybe chickens are helpful. I don't know.
As a distraction, I suppose. You just love being a chicken.
What
That's
do you say, Rokugan?
Yes, right. I love chickens. I love making animal noises, so they tend to appear in my games a lot.
They tend to appear. I love that. Celeste would go find what's her name? One sec.
Rosie. Now, so remember, Cutthroat Rock, literally in the same room, just has a small quartermaster's shack that she's sitting on a stool out in front of right now, just kind of whittling.
Well, did you hear that, Cutthroat? It looks like me and the chef are off on a trip.
Oh yeah, you're going to be out on a trip in a tiny boat with a drunk man. That sounds wonderful.
It sure does. Are you sure you don't want to join us?
Absolutely not. You should go have fun with that, though.
I'll see you when I get back. And
yes, tot of rum.
Trying to yes, absolutely.
Here you go. Make Constitution check. Are you drinking all of this?
Only half of it.
Okay.
She's gonna keep the rest for later.
Constitution check.
Constitution. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Constitution save in this case.
Oh Lord. Okay. There it is. Okay. That is. Oh, that's not good. That is Constitution. That is a 3.
You're a little tipsy. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have disadvantage on all dexterity-based and charisma-based tests. Charisma-based tests that require speaking, I shall say.
Oh, okay.
Yes. You're not like hyper drunk, but you're a little drunk. You're a little drunk.
Dex and charisma.
Dex and charisma for the moment. Dex for physical things and charisma for when you're if you were attempting to convince someone, right? Not for the casting of spells and whatnot.
Right. Okay. That's okay.
Right.
I've got that written down. I guess the last thing she would try and do is maybe sneak a couple of things. And I mean, she's looking around. She's got harpoons and stuff. So I think she's gonna point at some of them and go, "Oh yes, these would be handy to take with us on our fishing trip."
Oh, good eye. Yes, I would. Yes, good.
And so
good eye.
She'll grab some of the things, and some of them she will literally stow away, like the knives and stuff.
Sure.
The rest she'll hold on to and be like, yes, we're gonna use this.
All right. What else are you going to try and steal? Like I said, there's just a crap ton of stuff in here. A butcher's knife, a pair of hand axes. Now there are 9 daggers. There's no short sword anymore. There's a vial of some sort of liquid, 2 pounds of soap, 4 water skins, 6 excellent bottles of brandy, that large cookbook, and that very shiny dagger which you already stole.
Yes, I stole the dagger. Let's go for the vial this time. And what was the first third of that list?
A butcher's knife, a pair of hand axes, and 9 daggers.
We will do. Let's try and smuggle the. How many things can I smuggle?
Well, small stuff like daggers you can probably get away with pretty easily, and the vial's only like this, right? So you can probably slip that away. I'm gonna make you make a sleight of hand check for it, but
of course.
The DC is lower. If you want to pick something bigger, like a butcher's knife or the hand axes, which are larger than, say, daggers or a small vial, then it might be more difficult.
Okay. Let's do the small vial, and A dagger and a butcher's knife. Let's do that. Let's
All right,
get
make a sleight
pointy
of hand
things.
check.
Let's get pointy things. Why
And
not?
remember, that's a dexterity check.
Oh lord, oh lord, oh lord. Okay. But where is my sleight of hand? So instead of a +3, it would be
No,
just
you
like
still
a
have the
+2?
+3.
Okay.
You're just rolling 2d20 and taking the lowest.
Ooh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. 6.
As you're starting to put these things away, Fish Guts is kind of over like this, and there's this clank, 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 clank. You've been able to get the vial and one of the daggers in before, as you go to grab the meat hook, you kind of misjudge it by about 3 inches and hit it with your thumb, and it comes off the hook, and he looks around and goes, "Oi! Don't touch my meat cleaver! I need that for cooking the turtles!"
I'm sorry, I thought I'd bring it with us. Never mind, we'll leave it
How do you think I'm
behind.
supposed to cut their heads off? You're not supposed to take stuff out of here!
Oh, okay. Understood.
Come on, let's go up on deck.
And off they go.
If you're gonna be thieving from me, we're gonna have a problem.
Of course not.
Good.
See you later, Cutthroat.
Have fun! Don't fall overboard!
I'll try not to.
Okay.
Good luck.
And then you make your way upstairs, and there's a jolly boat on either side of the deck. Jolly boats are small boats, fit about 6 people, and they are rowboats. And they're emergency escape craft. They're for teams that need to go somewhere and do something for the ship for whatever reason. They're a way to go from ship to ship. They're just little boats that every boat has, right? That every ship has, are these tiny little 6-person rowboats that hang off the side. And he goes, "All right, so here's what we got to do. We're probably not actually going to find any turtle because we're in the middle of the ocean, and they tend to live near islands. But we've got to at least make a show of it.
Okay.
I think the captain's just doing this because he wants me to waste my time, to be honest with you, right now. Yes.
Why would he do that to you? Do you not
Look,
get along well with him?
well, I've had... Let's get in the rowboat.
Well,
Hop in, I'll lower it down.
We can talk in the boat.
Yes.
She'll hop in.
And you fall off the side within the boat, and it splashes into the ocean. And he goes, "All right, we're gonna tie this rope on here. It's about 400 feet. That way, even if we get far away, we won't get dragged off and like lost in the boat. It's just a safety precaution." And then he starts rowing.
That's very good.
"No, the captain and I are not close friends."
Did something happen?
Well, this wasn't always an ATC ship, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I see. Well, what was it before?
It was a ship that lived by its own course, charted its own sea, one might say. Found profit where there was to find profit.
And so I guess you are from the time before it was an ATC ship.
Yes, me and Grok both.
You and Grog both. Well, then you're good friends then.
Yeah, yes, we're quite good friends, actually. We bunk in the same room together.
Yes, but I mean, we, the 3 of us, will be quite good friends then.
Why? Were you on the ship and I missed you or something?
No, I'm just saying, if you don't get along very well with the captain, I don't quite think highly of him either. I'm just saying the 3 of us could get together for a drink.
I think that's a great idea. I mean, I drink most of the time, actually. That's perfect. Make a perception check.
That is 12.
You've not been on a lot of ships, but things don't tend to swim underneath the boat that are humanoid looking most of the time.
Did you see that?
No, what? No. I'm just kind of rowing, honestly.
Well, why don't you give me an oar, and why don't you look over the side of this boat? I would have sworn I saw something near the ship.
Here, take one of the oars. I'll take a look. Or take both of the oars. It wouldn't make sense for you to take one. Yeah, okay. He looks over, and immediately, these 2 blue arms, webbed arms, as he comes to look over, around his neck and try to start pulling him in. What do you do?
Fuck. Okay, she has a dagger on her, right? Okay,
Yes.
grab the dagger, stab.
Mhm.
I guess, what else do you do? Attempt to stab the thing?
You also are a bard and have spells.
Shit, that's right, I do have spells.
Yeah, I'm just, you know.
None of which I don't think is useful for this right now. Actually, I lied. There is one. Okay. We are going to cast Levitate on the webbed thing.
Ah, okay. Okay. Is
Is that
there
a thing I
a
can-
save for them?
Constitution 12.
They rolled a natural 20. Sorry. The golden BB strikes again, let's just say that. As you attempt to, with your magic, pull this thing out, you feel this resistance as if the sea itself is acting against you. And you see, and now like half of his head is in the water, and he's just holding on by his feet, and the boat is starting to rock, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fuck. That is going to be... That's an 8.
You sploosh over the side as well.
Okay.
And now, both you and Cookie are in the water as the jolly boat has capsized, and you hear bells starting to ring on the ship itself. Kel, Evan, and Fabrixian, you all are on deck when you hear rippling across the waves from about 400 feet away, a sploosh, and then you go, "Jolly boat capsized!" And somebody starts ringing the bell. Ding, 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 ding. What do you do?
I'm going to look to whoever is a higher rank than me, so Scourge or the captain.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go, permission to retrieve.
The Scourge will look down at you and go, "Who fell overboard?"
The boat, the jolly boat capsized.
Who's on it?
Cook and assistant.
We need a cook. Yeah, permission to receive.
And I will, in
The
one
assistant's
fluid
secondary,
motion,
but get the cook back. That's important.
in one fluid motion, I will unbutton my shirt and drop it behind me as I jump overboard.
Ow! Ow! Evan and Vabrix, what are you doing?
What, is it the ice cream man?
What?
The bell, the ringing, the bell, it's the ice cream man.
I'm just going to say you've heard it for every shift and whenever there's been an emergency for the last 2 days and for the entire time you were on your own ship. Just, you know.
But definitely ice cream. All right. Evan, you're on the deck with, is Evan on deck with me, you said?
Yeah, the three of you are on deck duty today. You're scrubbing away doing decky things.
Right. So we see Kel rip off his shirt and jump into the water.
Yes, how does that make you feel, Vabrix? Shippers everywhere want to know.
Well, it's, I'm blushing a little bit, I must say. I was not expecting that. He's in good shape. It must be built like a swimmer, of course. Is there other of the dinghies kind of like along the edge of the boat?
There's one on the other side of the boat.
I'll look to Evan. Should we go help?
Get back and watch. Evan is going to sit back and watch the rest of the crew.
Okay. A couple of the crew kind of like look around and don't really know what to do. The folks on the top stay where they are. A few crew are just kind of looking overboard and being like, "What the fuck is that?" And nobody else has actively dived into the water behind Kel, but a couple of them are attempting to lower the other boat to like go over there. Kel, it's going to take you 3 turns to get over there because
Okay.
you swim at 30 feet, right?
Correct.
And so for narrative purposes, they're 400 feet away, but we'll say you get there in 3 turns, just to move things along a bit. Okay. Sweet. So, we're back to Celeste, the merfolk, and the poor cook. So, Celeste, you are now in the water, it having been toppled over as this one merfolk looks like he's trying to drag the cook down with him. And what you now feel, they haven't grabbed you yet, but you feel these legs coming up to grab you, these arms coming up to grab you around like the calves. As you're kind of treading water, what do you do?
I'm trying to remember how well I can swim, and I can't find this information anywhere.
It is an athletics check.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. She has unending breath, as an air ganassi, and
Yes.
so she is going to actually do the opposite and dive. She's gonna drop.
Okay. So that's
To,
essentially your movement. You will still have an
Yes.
action after that as well. So how deep do you want to go? You can go down 30 feet.
Okay. She just basically maybe 10 feet. She just kind of wants to drop so that she can almost shock the person that's coming up to grab her.
Yeah.
And maybe do an unarmed strike there just to try and fight back.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you remember you do have a dagger on you as well
Right.
that you stole.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing though. She stole it, so she's not quite ready to show it just yet.
Okay, that's totally fair. But as you dive down and you kind of right yourself in the water, you are face to face with this gilled sort of creature, blue skin kind of weaving back with these kind of grayish mottles on it, yellow kind of cat's eyes with this huge pinkish green frill coming off the back of its head. It is wearing no clothing and has these really wicked looking claws on its hands, and it looks like it's about to swipe at you, but you get to go first.
Is it too late to switch to that dagger? Because, oh dear.
It is not too late to switch to the dagger.
Okay.
This is more of a narrative combat. I don't really care about
do the
drawing
dagger.
and... Okay.
Okay.
So
fine.
roll the hit.
Okay. Do I still roll two? It's still
No.
two d20s, just one?
1d20.
Okay.
I'm gonna say splashing into the water sobered you right the fuck up.
Okay, that is a 13.
Okay, that just hits. So it's gonna be a d4 plus your strength modifier.
D4 plus strength. That is 2.
2. All right, so you do 2 damage. He kind of, there's a little slit across his chest, and for a moment he goes, "Ah!" before reaching at you again, and he's gonna take a swipe. What's your AC? It doesn't matter. You rolled a 6. And so as long as your AC is not 10,
It's 14.
yeah, you're good. You're able to kind of swim back in the water as he kind of comes to grapple in on you, and you see you see Cookie pull out a meat cleaver, and even though he's grappled and being pulled down, he looks like he's trying to wrap it around and like hit this merfolk in the side of the head, and actually rolls relatively well. And does 5 points of damage as it kind of scrapes along the frill, cutting this rip out of it, and now there's like that kind of blood in the water sort of thing happening.
Great.
And with that, Kel, what are you doing?
Am I there yet, or am I still?
No, so you'll be swimming for another round.
Okay.
Although make a perception check for me. I forgot I'm supposed to be rolling. I rolled a natural 20, and I'm supposed to be rolling these for you. There are
I'll take that one.
sharks nearby, underneath these 2 merfolk, and apparently they have saddles on them. And yeah.
Okay.
Just FYI. But
I
you
would
got-
like.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go.
I would like to call out in Aquan, and I will say, please stop, these are my friends.
Okay. Are you gonna make a persuasion check?
Yes.
Make a persuasion check.
16.
That's not bad. It will make them hesitate, as both of them... Celeste, you hear this under the water as if it's some sort of language that more naturally fits in an aquatic... It's like... I can't do it any justice because I've never thought of what that would sound like before exactly this moment. But it's this sort of like almost lyrical but bubbly sound that ripples through the water. And the 2 of them kind of look back for a moment and look at this. You see now... under the water, Kel swimming toward you like a fish. But we're back up to you, because Vabrix and Evan, you're just watching, right?
Yes, I would like to kind of like look over the edge of the ship to see what is going on, just to make sure I have a clear picture.
You see Kel swimming like a fish, maybe 5-10 feet under the water.
He's really amazing at doing that.
Yeah.
I'll turn to Evan.
You hear the jolly boat splash on the other side. It's gone into the water with a couple of crew members in it, and everyone else is just kind of watching the show now.
Yes.
Evan, anything?
Evan's watching the crowd.
Okay. The crowd seems to think this is a jolly old time. They seem to be like, woo, yeah! Yeah,
No one's
as if...
making an attempt to like sneak up on us in this moment.
Nope, not that you can see. Okay, back around to Celeste. This dude seems to be, this merfolk seems to be distracted for a second. What do you do? After hearing that strange noise from far away.
I mean, I'm looking over and I'm seeing Kel. I don't understand what Kel is saying, so I'm gonna take the crime of opportunity and I'm gonna...
Yeah, you get advantage on
Do a
it.
stabby. Do a stabby.
Yep.
All right. That is a... Do I put a modifier of any sort on this?
Well, you always roll, whenever you roll to attack, you add your attack modifier. Whatever that
Where
is.
can I find that? What would that be?
So your base attack bonus is going to be your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier. Because you're using a dagger, so it's plus dexterity.
Plus dexterity, because I don't know what a proficiency bonus is.
It is
okay.
a 1 right now. Right? No, it is a 2 right now because you're level 1.
Oh, I see it
So
now.
it's going to
Okay.
be, yeah.
Did you roll 1 or 2 dice?
I rolled the 1 because I'm sober.
You have
Yes, but
advantage.
now you have advantage because it is distracted, which means you can take the better of 2d20.
Okay. Let's redo that then. Okay, so I take the proficiency bonus and dexterity?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that will be 15.
Okay, you hit. Roll a d4 plus your strength bonus.
Doop. So that'll be 4.
4. Another slash across the chest as he's not looking, and now it's this big sort of rending gash that kind of runs from mid-stomach up, like almost in a curve as he was turning away while you did it. And what's more terrifying than that is as you look below, because you notice movement now, there's this shark that has almost this coralescent sort of writing contraption on the back of it. But you see some of the blood get to the shark from the last 2 rounds of combat, and it like wakes up and starts slowly moving up towards the 2 of you.
Oh shit.
So sadly, this other merfolk can't do shit to Cookie, but Cookie, again with the meat cleaver, doing 3 points of damage. So they're both moderately wounded at this point, but not super wounded. But that other shark is now noticed, and it's coming up as well. Kel, you've got 1 more round before you can actually join. What are you doing this round?
I'm going to say in common, I think I can speak their tongue. I'm going to try and help. No, fair. And then I'll realize that was dumb.
Yeah,
and then, what else can I do here? I'm just gonna make a beeline. I'm just gonna keep swimming.
All right, you'll be in it next turn. Evan and Vabrix, what you see on the deck is the captain not paying much attention at all up on the quarterdeck. You see Mr. Plug and Master Scourge just kind of talking to each other very nonchalantly as they're watching the whole thing happen. And the jolly boat has rounded the back of the ship and is starting to head out that way as well. But Kel is definitely 60 feet every 6 seconds is much faster than the jolly boat can go. So we're back up to Celeste. This thing really wants to make a strike at you. Wasn't able to last turn. But you get to go first.
I think seeing the shark, Celeste is actually...
And I would like to remind you all, at this point, that you have hero points. Remember that you can spend a hero point to give someone else a success, to narratively change the scene in a way that benefits you without eliminating the threat, right? It's the secret door thing, right?
So we all start off with 1. I know I got 2 last week, right?
Yes, but it resets to 1 at the beginning of every session.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was not aware of that. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so use them per session.
You absolutely use them per session.
Okay.
Okay. Today we learned.
Oh, I had a bunch of them.
I
So,
think
go
what
ahead.
she's going to do is I'm not using a hero point for this. She
Yeah.
sees the shark and
Yep.
she's like nopes out, and she's gonna make as high of a beeline as she can for the capsized boat so that
Yep.
she can try to climb atop
Climb
of
up
it.
on top of it. Yeah. Make an athletics check.
Okie dokies. Let's do this thing.
And if someone else wanted to, they could give you a hero point for you to automatically succeed. Or you could spend a hero point to give yourself advantage.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I have an advantage that I didn't use from last session. Do those still
You
carry
absolutely
over?
do. Yep,
Okay,
those
I'm
absolutely
going
carry over.
I am going to use my advantage, so I'm going to roll 2 dice then.
Okay.
2 d20s. Boop-a-da-boop. It's a good thing I did. That is a 9. A 9.
So you get up to the boat, and as you grab it, it just flips around in the water. And luckily now the boat is upright, but you are underneath it, and you hit your head up against it a little bit. It doesn't do any damage, but this merfolk is coming right up after you, and it's going to take a swipe at you. And we'll roll a 16.
Ooh, my AC is 14, so that hits.
Yes. So that will do 5 points of damage. As you're trying to grab up on this thing, and there's this rending claw across your back, as there are these 3 lines of fire, and it's just like, ah! But that's that one. And the other one is going to attack Cookie, and this time rolls an 18, and sinks its jaws right into Cookie's neck. Just, and there's just this gout of blood that comes out. But Cookie fights right back, and is going to do enough to hit. And goddamn, they both rolled 6s on their damage. And he, with this like rage in his eye, just swipes the cleaver across this merfolk's neck, and because it can't really fall down, you see it kind of go limp in the water as this flowering blood floats out of its neck. And it's obviously been dispatched, but coming up right behind it, in fact, grabbing at the body and lashing at it, is one of the 2 sharks. Just ripping the body apart. Kel, you are now in it, and you see... Yeah.
How far away is the boat from me? Or am I in, like, the general vicinity?
You are in movement range of the boat.
Okay. What I would like to do is swim under the sharks to the boat, and I would like to breach the water under the boat to try and flip it so it's no longer capsized.
So the boat did get flipped by Celeste.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, instead, I would like to breach the water and attack the other merfolk with my dagger.
Okay. Easy peasy. It's the one that's kind of just below Celeste. They're both still underwater, and you can kind of come up beneath it.
18 plus 5 is 23.
Oh yeah, 100% that hits.
6 damage.
It is flanked, and you do have sneak attack, correct?
Oh, it is.
Right?
It is. 8 damage.
How do you take him out? Wait, I have a line I was going to use when you killed things this session, or this season. What's your play?
Kel, in the middle of stroke, I guess, when you're swimming, will reach by his belt, grab his dagger, come out, and slice the neck.
Celeste.
Fuck you guys.
From out of nowhere, you see Kel reach his arm around, and this merfolk for a moment tenses up in the water and then floats backwards. But at the same time as that, your AC is 14.
14.
You immediately get grappled by a shark, Kel. You see this happen where Kel comes up behind you and goes sunk, and then immediately at the same time, this shark goes and his jaws clamp around your midsection for 8 points of damage.
Is that to Kel or to me?
That's to Kel.
Okay.
As just
Otherwise, I would be toast.
this huge maw of teeth rips into your front and back at the same time, Kel. And Evan and Vabrix, you see there's now just this, all you guys see at this point is just blood rising up from around the boat.
That doesn't look like it's going to be good.
Okay. How far away are they?
400 feet.
But the ships are equipped with the magical booster, right?
Yeah, they all have the, yes, they all have the booster.
Oh, this is gonna suck. All right. Yeah, no, Evan is going to cast a spell.
What are you gonna cast?
Blood water.
Okay.
Now, it's not in D&D Beyond, but
No.
So enchant an area, raising or lowering a creature's threshold for violence. Choose to heighten or neutralize bloodlust when you cast the spell.
Oh, yeah.
I want to lower the bloodlust over there.
Yeah. And there's is it a wisdom save for that?
Yes, wisdom saving throw.
We're going to roll for both sharks. What is your spell DC?
14.
14. Okay, so the 14. 8 plus 2. Oh, yeah, 8 plus 2 plus 4. Yep, math. First level's weird. I always think everyone has like a spell of 12 at level 1 because it's been so long. Yeah, but 8 plus 2 plus 4. That's correct. Okay, so one of them, and Evan, evens or odds?
I'm always odd.
Okay, luckily, I rolled a 5. Boink. So, the one that was chomping into Kel lets go, but the one that seems to be feasting on the other dead merfolk is just having a good old time. Just like throwing the body around. There's like pieces of it now and like chum moving up. The water's starting to get a little frothy up on the surface. It's not a good show. But you see Cookie kind of swim over, and he's starting to like try and climb back into the boat. Celeste and Kel, you each have a free moment. What are you gonna do?
Cal is still being chomped by the shark?
No, it let go because of the blood water.
Okay. I think Celeste is gonna like try and grab Kel and like get the two of them up and out.
Okay, Kel, you're not out yet, are you? Because you should have 10 hit points if I remember properly.
Yeah. I'm not out.
Okay.
I'm going to, as she starts reaching it for me, I'm gonna wave her off and point to Cookie Puss.
Okay.
Okay.
So also, Kel, because you are playing into your knight errant quirk by upholding an ideal of knightly virtue in a way that gets you into trouble, you're gonna gain a hero point. Yay! Okay,
I have a question.
Yes.
How does the range magnifier work on the boat? How much does it magnify?
Every square is 30 feet, but every ship square is 25 feet. So you're getting a free square every 3 squares. Essentially.
All right.
You're getting a free range every 3 range.
It's a fantastic question. What a square equals?
Square equals 25 feet.
So a spell within 60 feet would reach?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You go ahead and do with are they still? They're still in there.
It's your go. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's essentially your go.
And now, is there any sharks
quick.
actively? Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So when we talk about like ship squares, can we just get like a multiplication so it's easier to do that math?
Times 5.
That's
times
like
5. We'll
cool,
just do
perfect.
times 5.
That's all I
Yeah. For
Perfect.
now,
Thank you.
When we're not using a map, we'll just say times 5. Cool. All right. And we'll be more precise when we're using a map. But yeah, times 5.
Cool.
All right. Is there any sharks still actively attacking our friendlies?
Let me make hang on. I'm making. You don't know.
Okay.
It's a big
if
frothy
they failed,
curling. Yep.
Speaking of, if they failed, then they will not be able to frenzy or anything.
Okay. Because they were in
They're
Blood
just gonna be
Frenzy.
like,
One of them is in Blood Frenzy right now. But one of them is super cool, man. I'm just happy to be here around all this blood and these people. Like, I've got a smorgasbord over here, and that's super great, because I'm a shark, yo. Yeah. But the other one's like, yes! Okay, but Vabrix, what were you going to cast?
If I can't see it, it won't matter.
No, well, what was your question?
Well, I was actually seeing if I could see one of the sharks that was still attacking the companions, and then what I was going to do is I was going to cast a spell, if I could see it.
You can. I will say that there is you have enough of a sense of what is going on to be able to target something.
Okay. Vabrix, in a fear, he sees all the blood and stuff. He starts worrying about his only almost friends, and he's going to shout. Beside you, my other almost friends. I'm going to shout, "Leave my friends alone!" and cast command.
Okay.
Basically, an attempt to make him flee.
I think for narrative purposes, it's going to work, but normally command requires an intelligence higher than 3, does it not?
Oh, I do not know.
I think.
Because Chris doesn't have an intelligence over 3, so he didn't read the whole spell.
Well, totally flip this roll, and here is what happens when you do that.
Okay.
For a moment, all of the wind stops on the ship, and then it picks up for just a second as a howling gale, and the voice that comes out of you sounds like the storm itself.
Fuck yes.
And then it's gone, just like that. And the other shark stops attacking. And you are no longer threatened and can easily get in the boat.
I will get in the boat and make sure that the cook is also in the boat.
The cook is in the boat and bleeding pretty heavily. As are you, for that matter.
Celeste will climb into said boat, and I'm just trying to figure out how many Heelys I can do.
Help the cook.
Okay, she'll cast Healing Word on the cook.
Okay. It's a D4 plus spellcasting modifier.
Okay. D4.
Which is whatever your charisma is plus your charisma bonus. Plus your charisma bonus.
Plus charisma bonus? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
8.
You see, how do you cast magic?
For Celeste, damn good question. For this one in particular, I think, just thinking, she kind of, it's almost like she reaches forward to almost like clasp at the air. It's almost like she's asking for something from the air, and she kind of closes her eyes for a minute. You see kind of, her hair always does that weird air ganassi thing where it's always looking like it's flowing in the breeze, but now it looks like it's gusting in a gale wind. And she's able to almost like blow this healing magic towards this person.
I like that. And as you almost see these wisps of wind come out of your hand as you do it and wrap around the wound, and you see parts of it slowly starting to knit, and the blood kind of dries up and flakes away. And while there's still a bit of an open wound there on his neck, it's certainly less grievous than it was.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I can do.
You can easily at this point make your way back to the ship.
Okay. Yeah, Celeste will just start rowing then.
Okay. The cook wasn't expecting to see merfolk out here. They're not normally this far out.
Just sit down. Just
okay.
Rest.
Anybody have a bit of rum? I would like a bit of rum. That's all.
I mean, I don't.
I would like to use a hero point.
Yes.
To have there be a bottle of rum floating right next to the boat, and Kel just swoops in, grabs it, and hands it to him.
That is an absolutely amazing use of a hero point, and I love it. You have successfully changed the scene. And he goes, oh, wow, that's nicely done. Clang.
Celeste will, just before we move to the other folks, will look at Kel and just be like, oh my god, thank you. I can't thank you enough.
You're very welcome. It's the benefit of having me as a friend.
Well, thank you, friend.
But I do appear to be bleeding quite a bit, so I'm going to rest my eyes. Please let me know when we're back to the boat.
Yes, please rest. Please rest.
It takes about 10 minutes for you to get back to the boat. And the other jolly boat kind of gets up alongside you about halfway up and kind of escorts you in. The sailors who are in it look very armed for people who were coming to rescue you. And they go, I'm glad you're back.
Celeste will pretend not to notice and be like, the cook is injured. Please help the cook. Like, she'll just pretend and she'll fake it.
Just from under the gunnel, because he's kind of laying down on the ship. Now, I'm very injured. And he raises the bottle up. I'm very fucking injured. Clank. I fought merfolk. A shark.
Please help him, please. And she'll just look absolutely like she's overacting it, but she's trying to look helpless and she's trying to cling on and just be like, please get us up to the ship. And she'll be trying to get Kel up to the ship as well. She's just kind of acting at this point.
Yeah.
She knows.
Make a deception check.
Okay. Where is my deception? That is 23.
Oh yeah, they totally believe you. They don't think you know shit. Yeah. And you are all easily taken back up on board with a thud. And Cookie gets up. I'm going back to the galley. See you there.
Pretty quick, during that whole 10-minute interval,
Yes.
Evan be able to go over and talk to Urge Mr. Plug.
Can I ask you a favor while we're talking?
Go ahead. Sure.
Can you turn your gate down 2 decibels?
Yeah, can do.
It is cutting you down. It is cutting you out of all sorts of things.
Okay.
Nope, nothing.
You know what? We're just gonna do this.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You spent a round casting, which means you got about 9 minutes and 54 seconds of stuff you can do.
All right. Now that the, action is over, sidle on up over to them.
Can you turn up your volume? I'm having a hard time hearing you. I don't know what you cut out there, but...
All right, is that better?
I think so. I just couldn't hear you very well.
All right. Cool. So yeah, just he's gonna sidle on up to them.
Okay.
Master Scourge, Mr. Plugs.
What you want?
It's about Fabrics over there.
Yeah? What about him?
Sure, you've both well noticed he can't shut the hell up anytime ever.
What of it? Says Master Plugs.
Fortunately, since he can't shut up, he's been real mouthy about how much his daddy might be worth. How much his daddy might be... Yes.
And who might his daddy be?
Daddy is, Tasbaram Theskar the Fourth. Oh, I had to hear the fourth so many times.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of that person. Have you, Mr. Scourge? He's like, no, I have no idea who that is.
Runs a shipping company, lots of ships. Nothing like the, good old ATC, of course. But
So they're merchants. So what?
wealthy merchants that are willing to pay a pretty gold to get to their special child over their back.
Oh, so you think we should hold him ransom for extra money?
I mean, it might be worth a little bit extra, wouldn't you think?
I think it's a very good idea, and I'm glad you brought it to me. I will bring it to the captain and see what they think.
Pleasure to be of service, sirs.
Mr. Plug steps away very briskly in almost a military fashion and goes up onto the quarterdeck. And Scourge looks at you and go, "Wow, you really don't like that Fabrixian, huh?"
Listen to him talk. Who would?
I know he's got no business being on a boat.
I know. Ugh.
All right, back to your duties. Excitement's over here.
As Evan's walking away, he'll just give a wink over to Fabrixian.
I'll just smile stupidly.
So Celeste and Kel, you've made your way back up on deck at this point. Skirts will come over and go, "You better get back down with Cook. You're not injured, are you?" To Celeste.
No, but please let me help. Let me help Kel for a moment. And she's gonna try and.
We'll just have him go see a carpenter. It's fine.
Please, please, please let me help him. Just one moment, please.
Do you want like this every time you see a bit of blood?
No, let me help. He helped save me. Please let me heal him. She wants to cast Healing Word again.
Okay.
Or I want to.
Yeah, go. You can. He won't be able to stop you from casting it.
Okay, so we're gonna cast that again. And 1d4 plus your spell casting ability, which I forget is
Charisma.
Charisma. Thank you. 6 plus Charisma. Okay, so 9.
Okay.
Woo.
Yeah, you'll heal 9, so you'll only have 1 hit point of woundage left. So.
I only had 8 damage, so I'm back at max.
Okay. So you were back to max.
Yay.
I thought it was 9 for some reason. I don't know why. Okay.
No.
And with that, he just kind of looks at you. Back down to the galley.
Aye, sir. And she'll look at Kel as she's getting up. Are you okay now?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. And she'll
Right.
make her way down to the galley.
And Fabrixian will pick up Kel's shirt and then walk it over to him. That was very impressive, my friend. You're quite the swimmer.
Comes with the territory.
I see, and I hand him the shirt back.
I'll take it and kind of throw it over, not buttoning it up just yet, but
Yes, don't do it yet.
sling it over my
Slow down.
Evan will look over at Kel and just like give him a knowing nod and a head tilt towards Fabrixian.
Well, I think we should probably get to work before we get yelled at.
Is there anything else you would like to accomplish during this shift?
I would like to work diligently.
Okay. You work diligently. Anybody else?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say when Celeste gets back to the galley, is Cutthroat there?
Absolutely.
She will basically be like, "Oh God, Cutthroat!" She's almost gonna almost practically fall into Cutthroat's arms. She's gonna be like, "Oh God, you'll never guess what happened out there."
Was it sea monsters?
It was merfolk. We were attacked by merfolk. Oh God, it was awful.
It's odd that they're this far out.
I don't know. I don't know. It was terrifying. I only just managed to save the chef.
Why are you so upset?
Because it was terrifying.
You've never been on a pirate ship or one of these ships before, have you?
Not on a ship quite like this, no.
Horrible things happen, and people die. It would be very good if you started to steel yourself against it. Otherwise, every little horrible thing that happens will turn you into a wreck. Did everyone live?
Yes.
Was somebody suitably heroic?
Yes.
Well, then it turned out well, and there's a story to tell.
I suppose you're right. Thank
Indeed.
you.
Now, excuse me, I need to get back to my drinking and whittling.
I think we all need some more drinks.
Oh, would you like some rum?
Yes, please.
It's 5 copper.
She'll give it over.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you. Okay. Vabrix, Evan, Kel, anything else you'd like to do before the shift ends?
I would like to, in the middle of working, find my way over near Evan.
Yep.
And just have a brief conversation with him.
Okay.
Hey, Evan. Just like scrubbing the deck. Things are gonna be very difficult if we keep having to put ourselves out there like that. I can't hear you at all, man.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
You all hear me now?
Turn up the volumes.
Okay. Okay, I can do that. All right, let's see if that makes a difference.
Better.
Yes, good, cool.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, so what I was thinking is, Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. We need allies. We need friends.
We need to recruit.
That's my goal today. Also, speaking of, talk to Scourge and Plugs. Plugs has taken Fabrixian's case to the captain. Which hopefully will work out for Fabrixian.
I hope that he's strong enough.
You and me both. I mean, oh, you weren't there. You were out there. You didn't see he cast a spell, and it was right terrifying.
Did anybody notice?
Nobody could not have noticed.
Do you think they know it was him, though?
That's a great question. Did people just kind of go,
People kind of went,
But not at Fabrixian.
Not specifically at Fabrixian, no.
I don't think so.
It's going to become pretty apparent that there's something different about this recent group of press ganged.
How best to use that to our advantage? And how many other press ganged are there?
I think we need to start asking around, having more conversations.
Agreed. Shall we then?
This evening. Must keep working hard. This
I'm
plan.
gonna try and push my luck a bit with Scourge.
Good luck, but this plan won't work if we don't get some help. And if we don't keep our friends alive long enough.
Let's not let them see us talking too long.
Oh, you missed a spot. And I'll stand up and I'll like move like 10 feet and scrub where you had been.
Nice. At the end of the shift, about 5 minutes before the end of the shift.
Okay.
Yes? What?
Do I not get to make any other kind of actions, or was that our joint action?
That was kind of the thing that happened.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you're going to get one opportunity to do stuff during work time because it's very busy and they are very, very strict about you, like, and then you get a little bit more leeway in the evenings. But just before shift ends, Vabrix, 5 sailors come up to you. One of whom is that stumpy dwarf with a big nose. One of whom is that same reedy human who you have been running into from time to time. And as you're sitting there scrubbing your deck, one of them puts a billy club up against under your chin.
Yes. Did I miss a spot?
Stand up.
He stands up.
The captain would like to show you his hospitality. You are no longer required to serve as a member of the crew. Follow me.
All right.
And the Evan and Kel, you see this happen as he's led down into the middle deck, and then you will lose sight of him. If you want to do anything before that happens, let me know.
As we walk by them, I'll kind of give them a side look towards Cal and Evan. So like a little side eye. Very discreet.
Conspicuously not look at you.
Okay.
You were taking go into Krissa.
Okay. I'll make a quick stealth check. Rats are noticeable because every sailor hates them.
15?
Okay, sweet. You're able to easily follow. As you do, here's what you see, and Celeste, you see this as well. When they come down to the middle deck, you see a gaggle of 5 pirate toughs surrounding Fabrixian, who stands like head and shoulders taller than them. And they lead him down to the lower deck. And then the rat is able to continue following as they lead him down into the bilges. One of them takes out 3 sets of manacles, one for your mouth, one for your hands, and one for your legs. And then they manacle you to the mainmast. Captain says we need to keep you safe. You're worth a bit of money.
It's kind of serious. I just shouldn't get through it.
He pulls the chain away for a second. Last chance.
Last chance for what?
If you want to say something.
Oh, no, I was just saying, I mean, this is quite unnecessary. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm sorry. Okay, and then they leave, and you feel things. The water down here is, you've been down here before, it's about shin deep. And above you see things crawling in the ceiling. And below, you feel things rummaging past your feet.
I would like to test these binds on my wrists.
Mm-hmm. Make an athletics check.
Okay. Oh, I'm a strong one. Here we go. Ooh, 8.
Well, they seem pretty tight, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to use my advantage on that. Can I do that?
You may.
All right, let's try again. Another dice. Oh, 14.
Kink, kink, kink.
Nothing. All right, well, that's no good.
Of course, people have hero points and can help you out if they so chose, but that's up to them. Okay. So you are now sadly locked in the bilge until such time as something happens to change that.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
How many hero points do we have per session?
You start with 1. If you play into your quirk or into your hubris, you get more.
Okay, 1 per person, kind of?
1 per person, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But with that, the dinner bell will ring. Celeste, you have, with a little bit less help than you originally expected from Fish Guts, have been able to make a pretty good dinner. Poor Rudolph is in this one. It's a very nice chicken stew. There's some turnips in it, some Rudolph. It's good. Yeah.
Oh,
1 chicken remains.
Why do you do this to
Dawn
me?
of the final chicken.
No, I have to
chicken.
save this Oh my god, all of you.
Okay.
I'm
And so
putting this in my notes. 1 chicken remains.
its name is Gustav.
Gustav remains.
Yes.
Why?
But we're into open social play as the day has passed, and poor Fabrixian is now in the bilge, and the 3 of you, along with Taryn and Rain, who were there just being weirdly quiet, sit down for dinner.
Celeste is all eyes for Kel. Like, is just all of her attention is on Kel. And she's just it's almost turning into like a fawning thing where she's just kind of fussing over Kel and is just like, thank you, I don't know how to thank you, like, you know, whatever I can do to
It's quite all right. It comes with the territory.
Well, I really appreciate it. If I can ever return the favor, please do tell me.
If I think of something, I'll be sure to let you know.
Please do.
Now.
Rixian, enjoying the captain's hospitality at the moment.
Don't think he was terribly hospitable.
How does the captain pay his hospitality?
Our community
In the
grows.
bilges. No, this could be a net positive for us.
How so?
Well, not necessarily with Fabrixian, but the rats down there were promised some food. I don't want them to eat
dare you.
Fabrixian. Hey, listen. You know how important rats are in a ship? Especially that many of them? There's too many of them in that hold.
You can't beat them for Pixian.
No, I'm saying we don't feed them Fabrixian, but Fabrixian's bait.
Bait for what?
maybe one of those 5 toughs we saw. If we tell him that maybe he has something of value on him, take him down there, leave him down there.
That would be grand.
That's not a bad idea.
I intend to go down there to make Fabric seem comfortable.
No.
Why not?
Part of this means we can't show him a branch of friendship. No one can.
And if no one saw me?
Then no one would see you. But we can't take that chance. If anyone sees any one of us being kind to him, the whole thing is blown. It won't work.
Me, they think I hate him. So it'd be real easy for me to convince people to, check to see if they got his family ring off of him.
I hate the thought of him down there.
I don't think many people are going to go down checking on him. We give him the ability to roam free. That'll be a bit of a bonus, I would think.
You're saying untie him from the mast?
Yes.
It's risky.
On him. It is risky. But even better is if the people that did the job aren't around to argue that they did it right. One at a time.
You're talking about assassinating the Hefties.
Yes, I mean, they're going to come after us next.
Well, wouldn't that start to look a little suspicious?
Why would they come after us? They have no reason to. You and I are the best new recruits.
Fine, then it's my head on the line. Lovely.
Oh, you did all right with the cook. I think the cook will protect you.
I hope so.
Definitely work that friendship. I mean, if he's any use.
Depends on the day.
Depends on how much rum he's had.
Well, I'm gonna go try and talk to one of those buffs over there. See what we can find.
We need more allies in this.
Okay. I'll shut up.
Work on that.
I'll ask around.
I think we can make allies out of fish guts and fish guts and cutthroat are the same person, aren't they? What am I doing here? Out of the chef and out of cutthroat. Oh, they are 2 different people. These names. This ship used to be a pirate ship before the ATC took it over. And they were here before the ATC took it over. I am certain we could get them on our side. They probably don't like the captain very much.
Oh, we've lost you all the way now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I mean, if they're not very friendly to the captain, that's very useful for us.
Keep working them.
Well,
We'll see what we can do from there. We need to start learning more about the rest of the crew. Branch out, extend olive branches, figure out who can be turned and who is loyal.
whatever you say, Kel.
We plan at dawn.
I can't plan anything right now.
Aw.
And Evan wants to try and get, like, just one of those toughs from before down into the hold.
Okay.
Search for Brixand.
All right, so we will do that after these messages because we are on break time here on episode 2 of Blood and Shackles. I just have to find the right thing to transition to. Remember, we are proudly sponsored by a ton of amazing folk, including Roll20, the best virtual tabletop on the internet. Where is my Be Right Back movie? Where is it? There it is. Okay. We will be right back after these messages for part 2 of Blood and Shackles. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a Tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or Tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Who cares about your horny rabbit judo? Then freaking win, and we're live.
So cute.
Hi,
Oh my
everyone.
god, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's what you did.
I'm uncomfortable.
That's what you did.
I did that. Welcome back, everyone.
Don't you
We're
talk about my
back
daughter like that.
from our break here on Blood and Shackles, where our party has been. I'm just blowing right by it. That's what's happening. Where our party has been press ganged and is now figuring out how to fix that. They were attacked by merfolk, but were able to survive. They even colluded to get one of their own party members locked up in the brig for a purpose their dungeon master is not super clear on, other than to create more trouble. Also, I failed to mention this at the beginning, but my new blue hair is brought to you by the amazing Portia Vera, who, married to the amazing Zedex, kindly talked me into actually doing it, and I'm pretty happy with it, I must say. I think it looks pretty good.
Looks
All things considered.
fantastic.
Amazing.
I'm pretty happy.
Yeah,
It's
for
pretty
real.
Great. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, we are back. We had just finished dinner, and I think Evan was wanting to go talk to one of the more rough and tumble folk here on the ship.
Yeah, let's go talk to one of them. Preferably one that's kind of on their own.
Okay. I mean, you can kind of get one of them on their own as they're moving from place to place. So the ones I have described to you as being kind of in the lead are this kind of more scrawny guy, and as you look at him, he's actually got some yellowed skin as if he might be a little jaundiced, and then this very short, sort of stubby, shaven-headed gnome with a big bulbousy nose. Not gnome, dwarf with a big bulbousy nose.
I kind of like the sickly human.
Okay. Yeah, what do you want?
Hey there, friend. I couldn't help but notice you hauling off that loudmouth earlier.
Yeah, what a waste of time, man. I'm glad we got rid of him.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Hey, but at least he's gonna make a lot of money.
He's some sort of shipping guy, right?
Yeah. I mean, did you see that ring that he has? That family ring?
No. He had a ring?
Left the ring on him? Yeah. It's worth a fortune.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. What are you trying to say there, mister?
I mean, if he had the ring on him still, go get it.
Well, for like the monies?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to see anything off him getting sold back to his dad or whatever. I mean,
Exactly.
well, why don't you go get it? Why don't you give me this information?
I don't. You're the one that took him. I don't know where he is.
Oh, yeah.
Figure we split it.
Oh, so you give me the information, and then when we hit port, I sell it, and I give you half the money.
We can literally split the ring in half.
I guess we could do that.
Golden gems, whatever.
Yeah. What was this? Make a persuasion check.
What are those most days? 16.
What is that?
16.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do. See if I can maybe find a way to get it off of him. Maybe. What's your name? Again, by the way.
Evan, how about yourself?
Jape. They call me Jaundice Jape. My name's Jape. But they call me Jaundice
pleasure,
Jape.
Do you prefer Jaundice Jape or just Jape?
Doesn't really bother me. Either way.
All right, Jaundice Jape. Well, shall we?
Yeah. I mean, are we going down together?
Sure. I don't see why not.
I mean, all right. Don't have anything better to do right now. While they are heading down to the bilge, Kellen, Celeste, is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I would like to begin making the rounds of the galley.
Okay.
Just introducing myself to people and getting kind of a idea for people that may be open to the idea of not being press gagged.
Okay.
I will join Kel for that.
Make. You can do that with advantage then, and make a. What do you think? What is that? That is a.
I don't know.
Would we call it
Like a verbal investigation?
you know, I
almost?
think investigation is fine, and if you would like, you can use your charisma bonus instead of your wisdom bonus to make it happen.
Okay. So I get a 23.
Yeah. So one of the things you've actually noticed is as you kind of look around and get an idea for the crew, and you've kind of gotten to know them over the last 2 or 3 days at this point, there are some people who obviously seem to like you, or at least don't look at you with abject loathing, and then there are some people who look at you with some abject loathing, like you're fucking all waste of space, right? And there are a couple of folk in here right now who don't seem so adversarial towards you. One is this dark-skinned, very tall human female, who neither of our riggers are here, so is a rigger. Another one is this male human, very kind of thin and wiry, and he's mostly seen doing scrimshaw. And then there's a kind of one-eyed, bedraggled gnome named who's a swab. She's actually worked the deck with you all. And those are kind of the 3 who are in here right now.
Okay. I'll start by talking to the gnome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you want?
Yes, I've just wanted to introduce myself. I've seen you on the deck a couple times.
I saw what you did today. That was pretty great.
You know, I was given the gift of being able to swim pretty easily, and it's a shame not to put it to use every now and then. So,
Yeah, that's good. Useful thing to have on a ship. Yeah.
indeed. My name is Kel. What was your name?
I'm Giffer. Giffer Tibbs.
Giffer.
Nice
Giffer.
to meet you.
This is Celeste.
Hi, Celeste.
We were press gang at the same time, so we're
Oh, yeah.
one of the only people that I know. How long have you been on board the ship?
Oh, about 3 months.
3 months. How's it been?
Captain doesn't really give a shit, but Scourge and Plugs are kind of awful.
I can definitely see how that would be the case.
Yeah, you know, I had worse jobs, I guess, but I can't really think of it off the top of my head what it might be.
So you haven't had a worse job then?
I guess maybe not.
Often, being aboard a ship makes me dream of what could be.
Yeah?
Do you have such dreams? If you weren't aboard the ship, what would you be doing right now?
Oh, I might like to have a ship of my own one day, I guess, or work on a ship where I don't feel like I'm gonna get hit with a lash just for stepping out or saying something wrong. Feel the freedom of the sea underneath my feet a little bit. Maybe Castilian Navy or Avalonian Navy. I hear they're real nice. Well, you know, as navies go.
Still, it sounds like a wonderful dream.
Yeah, it's something. Right now, I'll get some money and
Something to aspire to.
yeah, it's nice. What about you? What do you want, Celeste? You don't seem like the sailing type.
I'm afraid not. I'm from Kemet. But I would like. I mean, I'm down here doing all the cooking. I'd
Yeah, it's
really
good.
rather be up there. Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoy it.
Thanks.
I'd really rather be entertaining and performing and up in the sails. I like being with the wind.
Oh, you look like you're kind of with the wind right now, actually, with the hair all going and stuff.
Well, yes, but feel a little more wind. I can actually. It's precious to me,
Is it precious to you?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm an air ganassi, dear. So wind is my
Oh,
family.
right. Yes, of course, because you're people with the wind and the air and the vaguely... Yeah, weird. Yeah, not so much me. I don't mind not being up in the rigging. I'm very small. It feels like I'd be falling a further away than somebody who's tall.
Indeed. Well,
So I don't... Are you thinking of doing something?
what would give you that idea?
What would you want to do in the future is a little bit of a loaded question.
I'm just trying to get acquainted with my new shipmates. But
Well,
be sure, if there became a time where I could help you, I would consider it.
Help you
I only-
with what?
Reaching your dreams.
Oh, I mean, they're just dreams. Who knows, right? What's really going to happen in the future? We could get attacked by a pirate tomorrow. All of us die. Be very sad.
Look at it this way. If a pirate ship were to attack us, that is yet another ship for which that you could sail on.
Yeah, but pirates kill people and stuff, don't they? That's like what they do. They like blood and plunder and...
Yes and no. It's a complicated industry.
Well, I mean, they're not going to kill me outright. I couldn't be worse than here, I guess.
Indeed. They may even give you an opportunity.
In fact, I almost feel like a pirate ship might be better than here. It's worth a shot. You never know.
It's the thing before you get on the pirate ship that worries me the most, you know? The whole cannons firing and ship being ablaze and magic flying across hundreds of meters of sea and death, giant splinters flying.
Have you been involved in a pirate ship attack?
Oh yeah, they're horrible. Well, I've been involved in a couple of combats. I don't know. We more attacked the pirates, I guess, which seems weird for a trading ship, but it's what we did.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, it's like a month ago. It was a month and a half ago now. There was a small ship, sailing... What colors were they? It was like this light blue sort of flag with this, a pistol and a saber on it. Either of you could make history checks.
History! Do. 11.
7. You got a better one.
You don't know. When the captain saw the ship, normally we run, but he turned into it and engaged it. And one of the reasons we don't have as much crew right now is because we sent that ship off after taking it with some of the crew so that they could go sell it.
Do you know
Bold.
the name of the ship?
What?
Do you know the name of the ship?
Nope.
Oh, that's very interesting. Rather odd, don't you think?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, maybe it was just one of those the best offense is a good defense things. Or the best defense is a good offense things.
Interesting. This is a very different type of shipping vessel.
Oh, the ATC is a very different kind of organization.
What do you feel about this ATC, anyways?
I don't super love the slavery thing, to be honest. I think that, yeah, I mean, y'all were taken, like, to start, y'all were kind of taken against your will, but at least they're paying you, I guess. But sometimes we just take people and take them elsewhere where we get money for them, and that seems really awful.
Well, there's no guarantee we're going to get paid anyways.
I guess that's true. Sometimes they're not as nice with the folk who didn't sign on.
How many people have you seen sold in your 3 months aboard?
Well, only the one thing in Port Freedom. Yeah. It was really sad.
You've been to Port Freedom once?
Yeah, yep.
I must tell you that I am slightly worried about this port.
Port Freedom?
Indeed.
It's well protected. Lots of guns.
How many guns?
There's... I think there's like 2 large stone forts on either side of the bay, each with a number of cannons. And then there's shore batteries as well, I think. It's a pretty well-defended fort. It's the ATC. It's like having a country's fort there, right?
Indeed. I don't recall how long we have until we get there. Do you remember?
Oh, I think it's 9 days now? 9 days, I think. 11 days. 11 days now. Yeah, 11 days.
You don't think they would sell me, do you?
Maybe. I think if you don't prove you've already proven pretty useful. But there's like a confluence of useful and not speaking up a whole lot, right? That they kind of weigh things by. And
Do you think
I've seen you kind of be a little mouthy on the deck a couple of times. And your name's definitely not Brisket. So once they figure that out, they're going to feel like idiots.
My last name is Briscat.
Well,
It's commonly mispronounced Brisket. I make it easier for people that do not speak my tongue.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they won't feel... no, I think they'll still feel stupid. But, okay. Maybe not. I don't know. But I feel like you all walking a tightrope.
That's fair. What about you?
What about
Do you
me?
think they would sell you?
Oh, no, I signed on.
Okay, so you're safe.
Ish, as it
That's
goes.
Good. Good.
I've never been put in the box. That's something.
What do you mean, put in the box?
So, there's a big box, well, small box. It can fit 2 people my size or 1 person your size. Sits up on deck. It's where they put you if you do bad stuff. The time before they keel haul you for doing bad stuff.
I see.
Remember Magpie a couple days ago? Got keel hauled?
Yes.
As we were leaving Labuka? Yeah, he was in the box last week for stealing some shit. And then he stole shit again. Like you're not supposed to.
Yes, we should definitely make sure to follow the rules of the ship. Isn't that right, Celeste?
Of course. Absolutely.
Anyway. It was a pleasure to meet you. I'll let you get back to your meal.
Do me a quick favor and make a quick persuasion check for me.
Ha-ha!
I just want to kind of get an idea.
18!
Okay. Cool. Okay. And then cut to Evan and Jaundice Jape walking down to the bilge. You make your way onto the lower deck and then down to the bilge where sits a very soaked Vibraxian. The water has kind of soaked its way up your pants at this point, and you feel like maybe something's nibbled through one of your boots a little bit, and maybe it's starting on a toe. It's incredibly uncomfortable.
Yes.
So,
my scale's getting soggy.
yeah. Jape comes down with you, and he's like, what are we going to do with this guy? Are you just going to take the finger, or we want to just take the ring? I'm good either way. And he pulls out a dagger. Shing!
Probably the ring makes the most sense.
Yeah, because we got to keep him alive, and I don't know how to stop somebody from bleeding out. That's true. I could use fire. We just... And then we get a finger. A dragon finger. There's like scales on it. We could probably sell that. Actually...
I growl through my bit.
Dragon scales sell, don't they?
I think they do.
We should take more than a finger.
I pull my bounded hands like tight away, as tight as I can to my body.
While I hear what you're saying, wouldn't the captain be a little displeased if he finds that you have some scales on you?
Well, maybe, but I mean, you know, he doesn't have to know. One of the rats could have bit off his hand, for all he knows.
That's an excellent point.
I know. Thank you.
Well, go on then. You got the dagger.
It's true. What do you think, hand or foot?
I'm like pulling tight on the chains.
Oh, no one will see the foot. That makes the most sense.
That's true. But if the foot's gonna bleed more, right?
I don't know. I mean, it's under the water. I mean, you figure they're gonna gnaw it off anyway.
That's true. We might as well take it before the rats do. You got a good point there.
There you go.
And then Jaundice Jape will kind of walk up to you and kind of pat you on the shoulder and goes, I can't say I'm sorry about this. You're going to make me some money. And you're going to make the captain some money. So I feel like I'm just getting my piece. And he goes to grab your leg.
While he's doing that,
yeah.
Gonna have, keep remembering the name, Krissa, just like peek out of a sleeve and just chitter at the rats down there. Told you I would bring you food. It's that one. Like gesturing at Jaundice Jape.
Make a persuasion check.
Mir the rat.
You. It's fine.
Okay. All right. That is a solid 21.
Damn!
You want us to eat that one?
Yep. Watch. It's gonna go in the water real soon.
And he starts to bend down, and he's like, oh, you're right. Wait. If we can get him by the arm, we can drag him down. One of the other one goes, yes, for the Rat King! For the Rat King! No! And like 5 of these giant rodents that are like the size of your thigh all spring out of the water at the same time. And he doesn't notice until it's way too late. One of them is on his back. 2 of them are like clawing at the back of his knees, and like 2 of them have got him by the arms. And there's this horrible scream as he gets pulled down under the water, and he's an ex Jaundice Jape. I'm gonna mark him off the crew roster.
Wee.
My eyes are like huge right now. Like,
that's a great question.
What?
Since I can talk to Krissa, since Evan can talk to Krissa, can Evan talk to the rats then?
Yes, Evan can talk to the rats through Krissa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Food bringer. Thank you for the meal.
It's a pleasure.
Can we eat this one?
Fed. Don't eat that one. That's the bait.
What
if
you
that
mean?
One's here, if that one's here, more of those ones come.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage. They're not all that smart.
14.
Why don't we just eat this one?
Because if you eat that one, more of them won't come.
And dragon is gamey.
It doesn't.
No, but he's right here though. Why won't we just eat him?
It
was nice that you brought us one. There's a little aperitif, you know what I'm saying? This one though, because giant rats know that word. Aperitif.
Yep. You must be friends with fish cuts then. Understood and understandable.
He's the death taker. Yeah. He comes and calls our numbers.
Oh no, we don't like him much then. Got
no, he's death taker.
Well, here's what I'm saying. You could eat this one, or this one stays alive and more get brought to you. More than just one.
Bring him now.
2, 3, 4.
Bring him now, or we don't believe you.
Just brought you one.
I know. What say you can't bring me another one? Let's start eat this one.
Let me see something real quick.
You feel a bite in your leg, Vibrixian, and take 1 point of damage.
Uh-oh.
One of the rats comes up with a little piece of, like, Vibrixian. Right. He eats.
In that case, Evan is going to cast Shape Water.
All right. To what end?
Ooh, interesting.
What is interesting?
So I can animate it.
Right.
And I'm going to make it... Yeah, gonna shape the water. So when Evan casts it, does this whole, like, you know, the floating, like a drowning person.
Yeah.
So they're going to demonstrate their magical power to intimidate the rats.
Oh, you're gonna try and get another persuasion check out of me, are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, no,
I
this
see.
is an intimidation check.
Oh,
Very
oh,
different.
oh, I like it. I like it. Let's see. Right.
To basically, like, roil the water as Evan is just standing there like, don't misunderstand! I'm doing you a kindness. It doesn't have to be kind.
No! Stop it with the water. We don't like
That's a
that.
nat... Well, oh, sorry.
It's a nat 1, did you say?
No, that was nat 20.
Oh, okay. Well, you have
Yeah.
sufficiently cowed them then. And they go, right, right, water mover. Sorry, water mover. Food bringer. Water mover. You. Bring us more food, and we will not eat your friend.
Now then,
I'm starting to sound like Winston Churchill. We will fight them
Winston,
on the beaches.
and in the bilge.
And in the bilges. We will fight them. We will eat them in the bilges.
Now then, little friend.
Yeah.
I'll call you Winston. I like you, Winston.
My name's Flesh Render.
Winston the Flash Render.
Of course they have
two
hyped up
names. How
names.
nice. Yes, of course. Now, what can we do for each other then? You mentioned to my dear friend Krissa here that you could help if given food. So, how do you help?
Oh. Well, honestly, we just kind of wanted to eat whatever you brought down. We could choose stuff. Fight people.
All right. There we go.
All
'Cause
right.
there's a lot of you. There's strength in numbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many of you are there anyway?
Oh. He holds up a paw. More than this.
Well, I mean, if they can come out, I can actually count them, and it'll make this easier.
Come on out, boys. And like 30 of them kind of start crawling out of things. But as this happens, 2 spiders drop from the ceiling and quickly snatch 2 of them and raise back up. Huge, unaccountably large spiders. Oh,
Can I attack one?
the webbers are here. Yeah, you absolutely can.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a Water Blast on one of them.
Okay.
So
Water
it needs to make a
Blast!
dex save,
Roll to 14.
which I think is even to mine.
That meets or exceeds.
Yep, beats. Cool.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Okay, well, it misses, right? You shoot the water blast and it misses.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay,
Yep.
roll initiative.
Well,
you
now it's
attacked
gonna
them.
be- now
They
it's
were
gonna be a
just
party.
feeding.
Well,
Meet
I
my
got a
friend, the
21.
bilge spider, who did not expect you to attack him, but here you are, doing your bilge.
well,
They were just hungry, and yet there you go. There you go.
I like the rats.
Uh-huh. You got a 21?
I rolled a 19 and I have a +2.
Okay. Let's see. The wormwood. Personal bilges. There we go. NSW Gore. NSW Gore. Yeah. Where are you? Oh, there you are. All right. Well, you're definitely going first. You see 3 of them fall off of their on their webs and are kind of hanging mid-face. They are U-sized ish.
Oh.
You get to go first.
Yeah. Well, then I think the first thing. Oh. Brixian is in manacles, right?
Yes.
Like with locks and stuff?
Yes.
Cast shape water, put water in the locks and freeze them so they break.
That's a shape water's a cantrip, right?
It is, but you can freeze the water, provided there
Yes.
are no creatures in it.
Yes.
So if you freeze water inside something, it expands, and it would break a lock.
Can
feel
I
like
weigh?
that is. Yes.
Can I weigh in with my hero point?
You may.
When he does this,
Yeah.
when he freezes the locks, if it's just long enough, I want to try to break the manacles again.
Okay. Yes. That I will allow.
If I use
Because
my hero
on
point?
its own, I'm never gonna let a cantrip break manacles.
No, I'm willing to work with him on this
Yeah.
one.
Like especially because you're level 1, right? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could totally freeze water inside of them, but it's going to take some additional work. Because, yeah, it's ice, and that's steel. Yeah. Okay, but together, spending your hero point, you cast your freeze water, that's your go. Vibrixian, roll initiative for me.
All right. I'm ready for some initiatives. Ooh, nat 20 on my initiative.
Okay, so
Nice.
You get to... Technically, you would have gone first, but we'll just let you go.
All right. So my hands are now free. I would like to pull the one off my mouth now so I can actually talk. That would be very, very important to me.
There you go.
What do you need? Strength check?
No, you used a hero point. You're going to be free of your manacles.
Okay. Oh, so,
Yeah.
okay, all together.
Yeah,
all right,
you're-
all right, free.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And there's 3 of these things are coming down now?
Yes.
All right. If I move, can I line myself up in a situation where I can get at least 2 of these spiders in a row?
Yeah, the most you can get is 2, but you can absolutely do that. Yep.
All right, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to inhale deeply. And as my reptilian eyes start to cloud over, I'm going to exhale. And I'm going to launch lightning breath
Nice.
out of my mouth. And it is going to be actions. It's under features and traits, right? Is that what it is? In
Uh-huh.
D&D Beyond? And class feature, racial traits. And he's going to do a breath weapon. It is a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And half on success. And it is 2d6 lightning damage.
Okay. 2d6. So their dex is a +3. First one fails. Second one makes it.
Okay, then for the one that succeeds, it takes 3. The one that doesn't succeed will take 6 lightning damage.
Okay. And that is 26.
So you breathe a whole bunch of lightning, and Evan's just staring at you like,
Okay.
"Oh, my terrorist black spot!"
Now it's their go.
Thank you, my friend. Most importantly, for my mouth to be free.
One of them is going to attempt to web the caster, which in this case means Evan.
Don't whip the caster.
Boink. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That
So
all day.
you are grappled. As web starts spinning around you. Yeah. The next one is going to attack Evan with advantage because now you're grappled. Only gets a 1 attack. That's going to be a 19. Plus,
Yeah, that's
plus,
not
plus, 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 plus. Make a
it's
Constitution
fine.
saving throw for me, please.
Uh, 12.
Okay, so you're going to take poison damage.
Yee.
Whoo! Knocks you right the fuck out. It is 4, 8, 9, 10, it's 13 points of damage. Now, there is no insta-kill over hit points. in this game.
Oh, good.
I'm not doing it because this is a heroic game of swashbuckling and daring do. We are not doing, at least at low levels, insta-kill over hit points. Maybe at higher levels. We'll decide that when it comes to it. But I feel like that at level 1 can be incredibly unfair to casters. So this new game, at least up until like level 3 and 4, we're not going to do insta-kill over hit points. Maybe later in the game. And you could spend a hero point to negate that. But you are knocked out.
Oh.
Yes.
Would I have counted on my hubris of relentless? Receive a hero point when you refuse to leave well enough alone?
Did you leave
Or
well
quit
enough
while you're ahead?
I would give you the hero point for not quitting while you're ahead, for attacking the spiders, which are obviously a deadly threat.
Cool. I'll just add that to my hero points.
Okay. Nicely done. Yeah. Okay. And then the other one is going to attack you, Fabrixian. And also rolls an 18. Make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
This wasn't sandboxes. Sandboxes.
Okay, so
sometimes
that
you just walk into
is
the wrong thing.
17.
17 is going to pass. So you are going to take 6, and you're going to take 8 total points of damage.
All right, I have 1 hit point left.
Evan, I need a death saving throw.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. When he hits me,
Yes.
when this thing hits me, my eyes cloud over,
Yes.
and much like Blanca in Street Fighter, and lightning lashes off of my body.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Tell me how that works.
Hold on just a moment. It is a class feature.
Yes, it is.
Class feature. DC 12, dexterity,
Okay.
and it's 2d8 to anybody within 5 feet of me.
We'll say 2 of them within 5 feet of you. And they both failed.
Oh boy. Ooh, that is 7 and 6. 13 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. One of them is now bleeding this horrible green goo out of it, and you smell this like cooked spider flesh. As it looks they both look really, really hurt, and one of them looks super extra double special sauce hurt.
Okay.
But one of them is now Evan, make your death saving throw.
Where do I do that? What do I add?
Just you
to
roll the
roll?
d20, and if you get a 10 or less, you have failed. Or no, if you get a 9 or less, you have
13.
failed. Yep. Okay. You have succeeded at your first
Mark
death
that
saving throw.
here.
Yep.
Is there a place to mark that on the D&D?
There is.
Yes.
I'm not sure where, but I know there is one.
It's in the top right. So once you go to 0 hit points, it comes up with the death saving throw screen.
I have to do that.
Yep.
The rats, now out of their stupor,
There it is. Cool.
suck. Just suck. Just roll double 5s. And you see them kind of like trying to climb, like jump up and get they're like, no, not food bringer. And they're really mad that you have been grappled and knocked out. It seems like, because you've got a friend in rat now, but they can't seem to actually get up to the spiders, which brings it back around to Fabrixian.
Okay. I hope this works. I'm going to. How far is Evan from me?
Evan is 10 feet.
All right, I want to run to Evan.
Yep.
I'm going to try to.
You will
try to-
incur an attack of opportunity.
All right. Oh boy, this is not good. Hold on just a moment. All right, before I do that.
Yes.
Oh boy. No. Oh, can I use my action to disengage?
You may use your action to disengage.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll use my action to disengage, and then I'm going to run to Evan and try to start dragging him towards the doorway.
Okay. You will have to try and ungrapple him, which is athletics check.
Okay.
And technically that's 2 actions, but I like the narrative
shit.
sense of it.
Okay.
So we're gonna do it.
I like that you're
Swashbuckling and
allowing it.
heroics. If I feel like it fits the scene, we're gonna let it happen.
Athletics is a 14.
You're able to. Hang on, I'm looking at a number. I'm gonna give it to you because their strength is a 14, It's actually a DC 12 strength check to burst free from it. So I'm going to say a 14 is totally enough for you to be able to take Evan's wrapped body and break the string, like the
just trying to
string,
drag it,
and like start pulling it. I think that's totally fine.
Okay.
However, that reaction only works once, right?
Yeah, the disengage, yeah.
No, the lightning reaction.
I have 2.
Okay, good, because another one's going to hit you.
Well, that might kill me. I got 1 hit point.
What is your AC again? 18. First one misses.
All right.
Second one rolls a nat 20.
Ooh, shit.
Can I use a hero point to make this like disadvantage or something? Anything?
You can use a hero point to change the scene in some way. Somebody could come to help.
That would be fantastic.
All right, as
Hello.
you are...
Hi. I'm going to use my hero point to literally walk in.
I already just did
Okay, so it's already been
use
used.
their hero point.
And so what happens is the door whips open and Sandara's up there with a crossbow pistol in one hand, and she's got some magic brewing in the other, and chucks a bolt at the one of the spiders and rolls an 18. It was one of the already wounded ones, and there's this as the spider just gets blown to pieces as you fall down, and she kneels and lays her hand on you, giving you a healing word. Yes, we're playing fast and loose with the rules. I'm okay with it, actually. For seven hit points, Vabrix.
All right. Oh, that feels very good.
Oh, Vabrix, not me.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Well, you're all... She doesn't know what's going on with the cocooned person
cool.
yet. Yeah. She just knows that a hero point was used and I was called. Come on, we gotta get out of here! And she'll, like, help pull you both up and, like, slam the door shut.
It's too
And
bad.
go
I
ahead
think
and...
the short little man was eaten by the spiders.
The short little man was eaten by the spiders? Should we go try and rescue him?
No, I think he's already eaten, gone eaten.
Was he a bad person?
Yes, he was very mean to me.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're not dead. Hang on a sec. She puts her hand on Evan.
And my friend.
And this sort of green glow comes over Evan's body as the spider webbing falls away. And you wake up as you heal 6 hit points. And you see the you don't see it, Evan, but Vabrix, you see the poison actually running in reverse out of Evan's chest where he was bitten and falling to the ground.
Evan, are you all right? Wake up!
I'm awake.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank the gods.
I was just about to take a nap, but I heard the fighting down there. Are you all right?
Thank you for saving us. The little man was eaten by the spiders, Evan.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yes, it's horrible. Oh.
What were you all doing down there, anyways?
Well, I was chained up down there.
Why?
I don't know. 5 men dragged me down there earlier today and chained me up.
So this is Kelsatra,
This is Sandara. This is Sandara, the person who was hijacked with you all. Yeah.
Just part of an elaborate plan to get Vabrix out of, hard labor. It kind of backfired slightly.
I see that. I feel like... but what are we going to do with him now? He's obviously not where he's supposed to be. We probably shouldn't put him back in there.
Yes, but I definitely don't want to... The spiders were nasty things.
However, the rats kind of like us. If we eliminate the spiders, which maybe we can do from up here, where they come up and about, we do that. Maybe we would stay down there for Brixian. Because no one's going to go down into the bilges.
Celeste, at this point, you and Kel have an opportunity to enter the scene if you so choose.
Okay.
Well, whatever happens, I think we should let the others know what's going on, so we can get their input. This is semi-dangerous, at least.
Oh, what clever narrative timing. Here they come.
In the land of narrative perfection, we bring you Antra, Celeste, and Kel. Just having finished dinner, now walking down to their cabin, their stately, not so stately cabin.
And seeing the entire wreck that the other three look like is
there
like...
are other people watching this too on the lower hold here, because this is where everyone sleeps. And so there are a number of people who kind of got woken up by this and are kind of, they're keeping their distance in because people don't interfere here unless they like you. But people have noticed this. This is not a thing that has gone unnoticed by the crew.
Shit.
You look like crap.
Yeah, look, I've been waist deep in it for the last 5 hours.
And why aren't you there now?
Evan.
Oh, you're bringing him food, and the spiders attacked us.
Celeste is going to turn to everyone that's like standing around watching, and she's gonna say, "All right, everyone, carry on. Nothing to see here. I'll take him back inside."
Oh, all right.
Just trying to like disperse the crowd.
Okay, fine. Be that way.
And she'll say it quite loudly. She'll be like, "Fabrixian, I have to take you back in there."
Oh yes. Don't bring me back into that scary place.
We're the worst actors ever. I love it.
And I'm just gonna hold my hands together like I still have shackles on.
Do I need to roll like a persuasion, a deception, anything like that?
No. By force of your charisma, people go about their business. 2 people do run quickly up the stairs, however, as if carrying a message somewhere.
I don't think it's going to go well.
I'm not going to survive down there on my own.
Get him to our room and fast. Hide. We need to hide. I think more trouble is coming.
No, we can go back down there, as much as I don't want to. I don't have a problem, but if the rest of you could come down with me quickly, we can take care of those spiders.
If I may ask,
Yes.
Why are they putting you down there?
I don't know. I told you they surrounded me earlier and dragged me down there.
No, it seems like Evan and Kettle want you to go back down there.
Yes. Fabrixian, you are now the ship's cargo. Like we had discussed.
Yes.
More valuable down there than anywhere else.
Right, but I won't
He's
be
going to
valuable
get-
dead.
Go ahead,
I'm not
sorry.
going to be. No, I'm not going to be valuable dead down there.
He's gonna get killed down there.
Very well.
Sindar, it was a plan to curry favor. However, there are emissaries running to the captain right now. Evan, Kel, I don't think it's going to work.
No, we can spin this.
I
The
am
Brixian.
intrigued.
Yes.
Do you trust me?
Yes.
I don't know why. Sorry, that was the DM. That was
Yes.
Kel is going to get behind Fabrixian, pull his arms behind and hold them with his hands, and then kick him in the back of the knees to make him fall to his knees.
all right. I'm just gonna go
I don't resist.
and let y'all deal with whatever it is you're dealing with.
Nara, make yourself scarce. Don't get implicated in this.
I
And
have no
Celeste,
plan on.
Celeste will do prestidigitation to create like the illusion of manacles, so that Fabrixian doesn't actually have to go back into chains and stuff.
1 second. Say that again.
Can she prestidigitate some sort of manacle-looking illusion so that Fabrixian doesn't have to actually be chained up again?
That
It'd be
is
easier
not
with
within
the actual manacles
Yeah.
if you made them look not broken.
Okay. We can do that. That works for me. I wasn't quite sure. I was trying for like the small illusion thing. Oh no, that's never mind. Yes, okay,
Yeah,
we'll do
it's
that.
a bit too small to make that happen convincingly, sadly.
Okay.
Yes.
No worries.
All right. No worries. Okay, so what is your plan? You've got about 3 rounds to try and pull something off to make this not look super sketch.
Hey, listen, if we can go back down there and take out those spiders quickly, I don't mind being down there if I have to be down there. But the longer we wait, the less chance that's happening. If they throw me down there and I am alone, I will not be coming back up alive.
It was my idea to claim that it wasn't safe.
Why don't we make it safe?
We're going to kill everything that comes down there?
Just the spiders.
I got this. Open the door. So first, open the door. Are the spiders just like, sup?
No. you see a maze of webs and cocoons across the ceiling.
Oh no.
Oh no, all our rat friends.
No.
Maybe. You don't know. They were super pissed.
Evan.
They were just getting dinner, man. I don't know. Like,
Look, I didn't expect that. Fine.
The best way is to
mega spiders.
The best way is to convince them to put them in the box.
What's in the box?
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
It's not a...
We can work with this. We blamed Jape for... I followed Jape down here because Jape was coming to do damage to this one right here. Look, I can get a piece of flesh out of that. It's me.
Oh.
Get him back down there.
And at this point, you hear footsteps coming down the steps.
I will pick up Vabrix and I'll like gently push him down the stairs.
Okay.
Back into the bilge.
All right, what's your play? What are you doing?
So, talking to the rats. Hey, do you have that flesh you bit out of this one right here?
It's in my tum-tum.
Can you hork it up for really quick? I'll give it right back, I promise.
Hey, he actually rolled pretty well on the Constitution check. And it comes out.
Great, perfect.
He's holding in his teeth. Here you go.
It's gross. I don't want it back. I don't want it back.
All right, take it.
Keep it.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, Meatbringer.
And then go and put it on the end of Jape's dagger.
Okay. At which point, Master Scourge and 3 buddies, one of whom you recognize being that ruddy-nosed dwarf, come stamping down the stairs into the bilge. What's all this, then?
Oh, thank goodness. I followed Jape down here. He was trying to kill Vabrixian.
Yet he stabbed me in the foot.
See?
He's trying to remove my toe.
What?
The fool thought I had a ring on my foot.
Wait, I don't know. Wait.
He was trying. He thought he would. I had
Start
some
from the
jewelry in it.
beginning before I lock you all the fuck down here.
Oh, there's spiders here, by the way.
I know.
We should probably have someone to see that.
They like to eat the rats. As long as you don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with you.
Well, they tried to fuck with us. They eat that little guy that's trying to stab me in the foot.
All right. Somebody tell me what the fuck is going on before I lock you all up down here.
Here's what happened. I'm up in the mess.
Yes.
I hear Jape talking about, hey, I hear dragon scales are worth something. Maybe I'll go get me some. So when I see him coming down here, of course I'm gonna follow. No, don't want the captain's precious cargo to get hurt. So he takes a carve out. Some spiders come down. He lashes out at them. They attack him. You see what happened there. I got Vabrixian out of there because I don't want him dead.
Right, his precious cargo.
Exactly.
Right. I'm very precious, and my scales are probably going to be worth
Shut up!
Right, shut up.
And I'll lightly elbow him in the back of the head.
Ow!
Come here, Boo.
That hurt. It's a little kind of hard.
All right, well, make a deception check.
Oh, fuck. 22. Or no, sorry, 21.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that works.
And by the way, the piece he tore off my foot would now be in the muck. I don't think you would want me to have a foot infection. Is it possible I could get a chair to stand on or sit on or something? A barrel?
He
Probably
brings up his
bandit.
club and just kind of taps you once on the head. Not even hard. Just bump. Stop it.
Well, I'm just
Shine
saying.
him back at. Wait a minute. Hang on. Hang on a second. I need to make a dice roll, but I have a cat in my. Oh.
I still think, even a barrel would be too difficult to get for
Hey,
me.
boss! One of the dudes who was with him, he holds up the chains. What? These locks is broken.
Yes.
What do you think? They're going to be useless against a dragonborn.
Oh, broke. What? Well,
Oh yeah, I just broke them off of me. When the man went to stab my foot, I broke them apart, and I went to grab him, and then the spiders fell, and all hell broke loose, and...
Right, okay, we're putting you in the gibbet. Come on.
Did you what?
We're putting you in the gibbet. You broke
What's the
3
gibbet?
perfectly good locks. Obviously, they're not going to hold you. We're putting you in the gibbet.
Well, I was behaving until the man stabbed me in the foot.
Bob,
Ouch.
take him upstairs.
I'm strongly defending my opinion, by the way.
I noticed. Take a hero point.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. And they will begin to lead Vabrix up the stairs.
Hold on.
What?
We had mentioned use prestidigitation to make
Oh,
the locks not look broken. So can I use a hero point to when he's like, they're broken? Just maybe Celeste, you could just be like, boop. What are you talking about?
Yep, we can, yeah.
Yes, but you had specifically told me you weren't gonna do that after
What?
thinking about it.
No, so what happened was I was going to create the illusion of English.
Like
I was
a
going
full,
to
fully
Yes,
create
I
like
was
an
going to create
illusion.
an illusion of like
Oh.
a full manacle thing, and you told me I couldn't do that, so instead I
Yes.
agreed to go with Jack's idea, which was
Yes. Oh, so
Yeah.
you're hoping to rewrite the scene with a hero point in
Right.
order to make it look
Yes.
like. Okay. Yes. They still get a perception check, which he rolled an 18 on. Rolled a 6 on the reroll, however, and so it goes. All right. Well, we'll lock you back up down here then, and put him back on the main mast.
All right, but what about the spiders? I'm afraid they would attack me, try to eat me.
Spiders don't eat people.
Well,
They only fight people when people fight them.
I don't know if I believe that, but fine.
It'd have to be a fool like Jape there to attack a spider.
Right. Fool.
Yes,
Somebody bring his
stab-
body up, we'll throw it over the sea and commend it to the deep. Evan, Cal, grab his body.
Aye.
Hey,
And with that, they will lock you back up, Vabrix. So now they have to interact with the shackles, which are obviously broken when they interact with them.
we just throw them on him real quick?
Celeste, do you want to throw them on real quick?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I can yes, Celeste will do that. She'll be like, take the body. I've got this one. And I'll chain him
Make a
back up and I'll
persuasion check.
act like him.
Make a
Yeah,
persuasion check.
that's what I figured.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. Ba-ba-da-bum. That is a 21.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, of course. Of course, person. Pretty. Cook good and stuff. Boy.
Go on, all of you. Get out of here. I can handle this one.
Okay. And
Is everyone
everybody...
gone?
Yes, everyone heads upstairs.
Okay. She's not actually gonna chain Vibrixine up.
course.
And
I mean, they're broken. There's no way to actually
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Oops. Oops.
She is going to put a hand against the water, and she's going to use her prestidigitation again. It says you can chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour, so she's going to warm the water so that he's not so uncomfortable.
Ah, it feels like pea water.
But,
Yay.
You had to ruin it. At least
not
it's not
better.
cold. It's not any better.
Did you just pee on my wound?
I did not do such a thing.
But I hear that you could keep the infection out.
I never heard that.
That's if you
Yeah,
suck on the wound.
Oh, well, there you go, Mr. Clippin telling me things.
Okay.
Just hang in there.
So Evan and Kel, you gonna take the body up?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna
and
shut up.
yeet it over the side.
Yeet. Well, no.
Yoch?
There's a whole
There's a whole thing. There's a whole thing that happens when someone dies where you commend them to the deep. But I cut you and Celeste and Vabrix off. I'm sorry. It was my fault.
No, I think we were wrapping up. I think Vabrix
Yes.
was just saying thank you, and then Celeste will scurry up to the deck so that she's part of this ceremony thing.
Okay. You fake tie him back up. There's hugs. There's pee water. You feel rats around your feet. And then you make your way back up onto the main deck, where one of the officers who you really haven't had an opportunity to interact with yet comes out. This is the one wearing like all the scarlet robes, and stands over the body, which has now been covered in a sheet, and goes, "It's into the deep." That's actually a female. I don't know why I'm talking like this. 1 second. I need to find a note so that I do not do this wrong, because it's actually important to the story. Elder Dramora, it is to you we commend this lost sailor of ours. May he find peace with you. May he find fair winds and following seas. May he find the gold he never found in life, deep amongst the briny seas. In your caress, Dramora, we commend him. And then with a cannonball wrapped, a chain with a cannonball on it wrapped around his feet, 2 of the crew lift him up, blink, and he slides off into the water. Vabrix, every time you heard the word Dramora, something in your very soul vibrated. It was almost like this internal resonance, this word that you have never heard before, and yet when you hear it, it feels like someone is speaking your mother's name to you.
He just takes a moment and just listens. And just he's just very confused right now.
That's
Very
fair.
confused about the things he's going through, the things that's happening to him right now. What's going to happen to him in this scenario? Should he trust these new friends? Just very, very confused.
Yes. What's everyone else doing? You've got a few hours left to kill before night is done. So any of you who have been on ship before know that certain things are always taken very seriously, even by people who seem to scoff at a lot of the traditions of sea. When someone dies, speaking to the sea is something that happens very regularly. Now, normally it's not to anyone called Dramora. Normally it's to Thea, who is the god of 90% of the people who sail the Atabean, or unless they're from Ifri, and then it's not Thea, it's the third prophet, whose name I can't remember right now, I'm sorry about that, or one of the old gods. But none of you know of a Dramora. Except for Fabrixian, for whom it feels like it was the spoken name of his mother. But you have some time before night falls and we all have a sleepy pie.
Could I, now that I actually have no bonds on me,
Yes.
can I...
Oh, no, they put you in the gibbet. I forgot about that. Oh no, you're right. They didn't. Sorry, that got rewritten a couple of times. You're right. You are now free to move about the bilges with really horrible water and angry giant poisonous rats and dead people. Yes.
It's definitely the lowest of lows for me. But I would like to look around, just kind of like kick through the muck and see if I can find anything.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, all right, this could be good. Just a 15.
On a 15, you find a rusty scimitar and another potion of healing.
All right, I will take this potion. I will tuck it into my waistband on the inside, and the scimitar I will bring near the pole.
Yep.
And I'm going to place it back into the muck, but right up against the pole with an arm's reach if I need it.
Okay.
And
so you're kind of keeping it secret, keeping it safe, but not on you.
Right, correct, right. So I know where it is. And is there any crates or anything bobbing in the water down here of sorts?
Yeah, there's some. Most of them are kind of open and full of nothing at this point. This is just where trash goes most of the time if they don't throw it overboard. Yeah.
All right. I'll see if I can find something enough where I can prop it up next to the pole so I can at least sit on it.
You can.
Okay.
You find it enough that you can create a seat for yourself while you're waiting, sadly, by yourself down there because your not friends decided to lock you up in the bilge. Yes.
Yes, and then what I'm going to do once I've created it, I sit on it, I'm going to curl up in the ball kind of like a dog.
Aww.
With my tail wrapped kind of around me.
That's really sad.
And fall asleep. Or try to sleep, at least get some rest.
Aww.
And just kind of thinking of the name Dromora as I kind of drift off.
Okay. So you're kind of focusing on this. Are you reaching out into the universe a little bit?
Yes, it's just a coincidence that, Zenora was my mother's name and Dromora is... I don't know, I just trying to ponder and think and just kind of drift off.
Make a religion check.
Oh boy. It's going to be an 8.
Okay. You drift off to you drift off to sleep aimlessly. And what does everyone else want to try and do before the evening is out? You have a few moments for a final scene before we close today's session.
I want to find Evan and Celeste probably in our room.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't exactly going how I thought it would.
Not entirely to plan, I wouldn't say. However, we're trustworthy. Discard. Also, we have a place where we can store things down there.
What, in the bilges?
Yes.
I suppose.
Didn't quite go as well as it definitely could have, but...
We've caused too much trouble. All eyes are on us.
I think at the end there we worked it out. At least we spun it well.
We were able to distract them enough so they couldn't see the truth.
Now we have to maintain it.
It is not easy to build upon lies that have already been told.
Where do we go from here?
I think we need to do our best to lie low. We need to do our jobs. We need to talk to other members of the crew.
We need to gain favor with more crew members.
And then we need our things. I have mine, but you need yours.
I'll work on that.
Evan's right, we can use the bilges. to stash things.
Here's a thought. It seems that I, probably more than anyone, have the ear of Master Scourge. I can continue to be the bad guy. Thing that we can use as a pretend that I'm the enemy when I'm really the friend.
Suggesting.
Do you want to get put on detail for Vibruxian?
Not a bad idea, actually.
It's worth a shot. I don't know. There is a member of the crew, so to speak, that needs filling. But with that means they might make you sign on.
I hear what you're saying. Hey, let's play it by ear and see what we can do. If I can get to their trust, it's more easy to slip a dagger in their ribs when you're right next to them versus in front of them.
It's very true. There's something else that puzzles me. And it wasn't a big deal until I started thinking about it more. But the merfolk. It's an odd place.
It was a trap. And I know this because the other boat that came to rescue me and Kel and the cook, those men were armed. They weren't there to rescue, they were there to kill me.
For what reason?
Isn't this the thing that Evan was telling us about?
Doesn't make sense. Why? Sure, maybe in a few days when we're closer to port it'd make sense to kill you. But now, when you're still useful, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, we lost you, Celeste. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
We've caused a lot of trouble. I wouldn't be surprised if they killed me as a warning to the rest of you. I'm not quite as useful as the lot of you are.
Celeste, also make an intelligence check.
Yep.
Oh, no, go ahead, Evan, say what you're going to say.
There was 2 people in that boat, you know. Maybe the trap wasn't for you.
What, to kill the chef?
No, I was explicitly sent after the chef. I asked permission to go retrieve them, and they very... It was,
6 on the intelligence check.
Not Scourge, the other one.
Mr. Plug.
Mr. Plug.
That's who sent you all out there?
No, the captain requested turtle. That's what Celeste said.
Turtle in these waters?
Indeed.
This is why I am telling you it was a setup. There's no turtle to be found in these waters, so why would he send us out and then send a bunch of people after us that were armed and ready to kill us? And merfolk out here. The entire thing is suspicious.
Thinks there might be a bit more complications. You'd mentioned that the chef has been part of the crew a long time.
Yes.
Could be a play to get rid of him. Old loyalties, old memories.
But why now? They've had plenty of time to get rid of him.
Why not now?
We have caused a lot of trouble. I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying to kill us.
I'm not sure. I think, for me, it's a matter of getting to sleep.
Aye.
We have much to figure out. And we have to do it quickly.
And just as you say that, Kel, a bell begins ringing up on deck. And at first it's just a ship sighted. Ship sighted. And then someone goes, "Oh God! It's a black ship!" Black ship ahoy! Wow, that really scorched me. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
It scorched you like black.
Yeah, and as the camera zooms away from the ship for a moment and flies close over the water, a green pillar of fire grows larger and larger in the distance as a ship made of ancient bones rides upon the waves, propelled by some eldritch power towards your ship. And that is where we're going to end it for today.
Shit! No!
Oh shit!
Hashtag oh
shit.
shit.
Yeah, seriously.
Suck.
I have used all of my spell slots, yo. We are fucked.
So, luckily, ship chases can take days.
Perfect.
Yeah. You may, yeah. Yep. All right, with that, thank you everyone who hung out with us today for episode 2 of Blood and Shackles, our swashbuckling tale of daring do and whoopsie doodles here on the high seas. With this amazing crew of human beings who are just learning their characters and doing some really cool things with them already, I think. And I'm very excited to see what happens as we move forward, because now the heat is on, the pressure has been applied, and we're at level 2. Yay!
Oh,
Yay, level 2!
Level 2!
Yeah, level 2! Level 2!
2!
My name is Sean. I have been your Dungeon Master, Storyteller, whatever, Game Master, person of storytelling person here on the game for the evening. And it was just lovely having you all with us. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's go around and get thoughts, shout-outs, and where the hell we can find you on the interwebs from our lovely players, starting with Smurf.
Hi, everybody. I'm DSE Smurf. You can find me on the internet at DSE_Smurf. I play lots in D&D Monday and Tuesday nights with my roommates, Dumpstat Charisma, Wednesday nights with Soul Bear RPG, and then here on Fridays. I'm really digging this group of characters and how they're coming together, and the early dynamics I think are really strong. Vibrixian might be my favorite character I've ever seen. Like, going into like what is known to be a pirate campaign and choosing to play that type of character, like, major kudos to your character design, because it's so good.
Oh,
and
thank you.
It's so easy to play off a character like that, because it's awesome.
Yay.
I'm excited.
Yay. Chris.
I can't talk now.
You can talk now.
The Chris Herzog and all social interwebby type things. Judo Killer here on Twitch. Yeah, dude. I'm fucked. I don't know. I so love the hell that he's in right now, and I'm having so much fun with it. This character was towards the end of the last campaign. I was like, what if? I'm like when the heat got turned on, I was like, what the hell am I gonna play? I go, I've never played a cleric, and I'm like, the party really needs one. And I'm like, all right, I'll do something but I didn't have like the personality or anything in mind. I was thinking more like more savagey type barbarian weird cleric thing, and I had no idea what I was gonna do. And as this campaign started coming out, I'm like, I've got to play just a loose cannon character, but I don't want to play the prototypical loose cannon. I wanted to do something weird with it. So I'm like, I'm going to be silly, ridiculous loose cannon kind of thing.
He's so precious.
And I'm like, but I didn't want him to be like mean and stuff, because I can't do that kind of character. So I'm like, I want to play and make it like, I like the innocent-y type, stupid-y kind of character. So I was like, yeah, it just started falling together. So it was awesome. I love him. I'm having a good time with the party with him. Yeah. And I miss our friends. I wish Dan and Kate were here tonight.
They'll be back next week, promises. And also, please remember to check out the famous in other worlds Zogopedia, because somebody happens to be an MMA master. It's not MMA. It's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's all right.
I'm terrible. So you should check out Zagapedia.com for all your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu needs, because it's amazing.
Thank you.
And Capjack.
Hey everybody, I am Capjack, or at Captain J Cross on the Twitters, and wow, it kind of went a little off the rails tonight. Didn't expect the whole spider thing, but that's fine. I'm not really sure what our plan is.
Neither am I.
With
I'm like,
Fabrics.
do horrible things to Fabrics. Yeah.
It's my friends. It's my friends. I trust them so much.
Oh,
I'm
Poor
so
Fabric.
sorry.
My poor heart.
Yeah. Yeah, the plan is to do horrible things to Fabrixian. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
I know that there's a plan in there somewhere. I really don't know what it is. I think it was to like get the heat off of Fabrixian and.
Oh yes, it's completely off me now.
I thought the whole point
Yeah.
was like Fabrixian didn't have to do hard labor, and also we were gonna curry favor with the people up top. Well, at least Fabrixian's not doing hard labor, so we got halfway there.
But I do have dirt under my claws, lots of it now.
Aww.
Sorry, hon.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So like, yeah, like I'm not really sure. So
True.
Other
Jackie-
than that, I mean, yeah.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, where can we find you? What do you do? How do you play? What's
You
your
can
deal?
find me here every Friday night on good old Friday Night D&D, and on Saturdays, not tomorrow Saturday, but next Saturday, on Scum and Villainy for our Stars Asunder game.
Indeed.
We're
It
space
returns
bastards.
full time next Saturday, right?
Should be.
Awesome. Leona.
Hi, my name is Leona. You can find me on Twitter at the Leona Maple, and you can just find me here on Friday nights. That's the only thing I'm up to, and beyond that, find me in the Discords.
Indeed. What, favorite part of tonight? Favorite thing that happened? Any thoughts or
Ooh.
reflections?
Oh gosh, favorite part of tonight? I mean, I had a whole lot of fun, but I think that the whole thing in the beginning with Celeste just being like on her own and being like, oh crap, was definitely a lot of fun. It was completely unexpected, so I loved that. Why are there merfolk? Oh my god.
Merfolk. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, and I'm Sean, also known as @ThrockPlays on the internet. I'm the co-founder here at Welcome to the Party. Welcome to the Party is dedicated to inclusion, equity, and intersectionality in gaming. It is a place where we want to teach you how to stream and then give you a place to do it by showing you that platforms are possible. I just made that up, and it actually sounded pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's very good.
You
Anyways,
need to write that down after.
platforms are possible. I don't know, it's like I've been in PR for 15 years. Anyways, yeah, because my pencil's not working, but platforms are possible. Anyways, you can find me, of course, here on Friday nights, and then Saturdays at 3:45 p.m. I'm in the Queen's Event, our mouse guard game, and then I'm in a semi-secret podcast project that's coming out, I think, in November, and should be super fun. I know we've talked about it, but it has to do with Dragonlance and So Maddie Games, and if you can't put it together from that, then you should talk to Maddie, because it's going to be great. And then Saturdays on Devil's Luck Gaming, I run Emerald Knights and Neurospikes, a Shadowrun 4th edition game, and then I'm in Rifts on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with that gang, and then at 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. Wow, I'm in too much stuff still. I need to figure this out. 8 p.m. Wednesdays, I'm on Blades in the Dark Drop Point Nights. And with that, I just want to give a quick final shout out to our amazing sponsors, starting with Roll20. If you click on the link below, you can sign up for a free account at Roll20.net. Roll20.net is the finest purveyor of all sorts of virtual tabletop goodness on the internet, and you should check it out. If you click on the link below to do it, you'll be helping us out, and you'll be helping them out. So you should do that. I highly recommend it. Also, 15% off dice and all sorts of other amazing gaming goodness at Tabletop Loot, where you can use the code WTTP Dice. I have this almost memorized. WTTP Dice to get 15% off your next purchase of amazing loot at Tabletop Loot. And So Nerdware, our official merch sponsor, where you can use the code WELCOME to get 10% off your next purchase of awesome stuff. T-shirts and cozies and thingies that you wear around your parts that have our words on them. Yeah, 10% off using the code WELCOME. It's technically true. It's things you wear around your parts that have words on them. None of that was incorrect. I'm just saying. And then, of course, last but not least, the amazing Miss Devin Rue, who has been our art sponsor since the beginning of time and a huge supporter of ours, and we love her deeply for it. So thank you so much. We normally rate, but we do have a game coming up right after this at 12:30, so we won't be. But remember, if you happen to be a streamer, get out there and raid your fellow streamery friends. Why? Because a community that raids together grows together, or something. I don't know. I've just always learned to do it, and it seems like the right thing to do to go shut, and I'm tired and haven't eaten in like 12 hours, and it's fine. Yeah. What do you want from me? I had to color my hair blue today. Don't give me that look. I did this today. This is what happened today. I also had like a huge Wiener Schnitzel. It was like 2 p.m., so it's been like 10 hours. Whatever. I had a huge Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah, brag about your hair more.
It looks great. About your hair. I mean, it just looks amazing.
Just brag about how much beautiful hair you have.
I know.
I gotta worry about the kind of light bulb I have on top of my head because it shines through my freaking hair, you know? Right? Yes. It's a problem. It's a real problem.
This is my power right here. This morass of Navy goodness is my power. And the reason it's blue, by the way, is because we raised $5,600 for IASIS Texas. And this is me fulfilling a bet to say that should we raise $5,000 for IASIS Texas, I would color my hair blue. 1 month later, I finally did it, thanks to Portia and Zed, who are in chat, and I love them both. I'm just going on at this point. We are, one last thing, we are revamping our Patreon. We're going to be changing a bunch of stuff up. We're going to be adding a little bit of new content to it. So have a look out for more updates about that coming soon. And with that, thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Just keep being amazing and showing love to each other and, standing up for what you believe is right in the universe, because that's what we do here on Welcome to the Party. Be amazing, people. We love you. Bye.